Welcome to No Fugazee Podcast. I'm your host, Cooley.
And I'm your co-host, Ease.
We got another amazing show today. We got 6 lovely ladies on the episode tonight. Y'all see the new studio. Let's go.
No Fugazee Podcast. It's a vibe.
I should understand that.
All right, well, you could understand out the door. Okay, ladies and gents, we are back. Tonight is Friday. We are doing an episode. It's late Friday night. We're doing an episode for y'all. Go ahead and check out my last stream that I did, which was yesterday. I had this feminist on the panel. She is a dating coach from Canada. So, you know, it's the most liberal country ever over there. But the debate only lasted about 25 minutes long. And it wasn't really a debate. It was more of just, hosting her on the platform. We let her know that, we would give some pushback as far as asking her some questions, getting into her worldview and her ideologies and stuff like that. And only lasted 25 minutes, bro, and she rage quit. So you're going to see a clip. You should see some clips of that going around soon. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. This is what happens when you get these 304s on a podcast, man, and they just can't handle just general truths. They just run because they know they feel shame of their past, but they try to lie and say they don't feel any shame for their past, but we know they do. Who knows? We may even speak about some shame tonight. Who knows tonight? So check out that stream. It was yesterday. Ease, anything on your part, man? You got a podcast coming up, right?
Oh, yeah.
You got to come up, bro.
Yeah. I'm taking my time with that because I don't want to rush and do anything wrong. But I'm shooting for like September, October-ish, just because I want to get all the right equipment and I don't want to half-ass anything. So just be on the lookout for that.
Okay, word. Okay, ladies, let's go ahead and get y'all to introduce yourselves. Let's start over here with you. Name, age, and where you from?
My name's Sophie. I'm from Jersey, and I'm 23.
Got you. And then what do you do for a living?
I'm a lash tech, and
Lash
then
tech?
I'm a dancer, too.
Dancer, you're on that pole. Okay,
Yeah.
and when did you get on that pole?
Why you say it like that, dang? Like October, just a couple, not that long, less than a year.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Relationship status?
I'm single.
Single. How long you been single for?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And you said you're 20 what?
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And let's go with, are you a feminist? Do you consider yourself to be a feminist and pro-women empowerment?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. And name, age, and where you from?
My name's Aisha. I'm 24 years old and I'm from South Philadelphia. Shout out to Snyder and Oregon Avenue.
Snyder. Okay. And relationship status?
I am single.
Single. How long?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. Okay. Who broke up with who?
My ex broke up with me.
Wow.
Damn.
Guys really don't break up with girls.
Yeah,
What did you do?
I didn't really do anything. We wasn't really in the right space at the moment.
Okay. So you
Well,
didn't do anything.
I didn't really do anything.
So then why did he break up with you? You had to give him a
Because he
reason
wasn't-
to break up with you, right?
I guess he wasn't ready for a relationship.
Wait, y'all was in a relationship and he broke up with you, so what?
So how wasn't he ready?
He told me through a long text message.
Then he broke up with you through text?
Damn.
Yes. Stop saying that.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. And this was just last year. How long were y'all together for?
Couple months.
Like how many months?
I'm sorry, I have ADHD.
You're fine. Keep moving this.
How many months were y'all together for?
Like 3 to 4 months.
Okay, 3 to 4 months. Okay, so that was real short. So he was just hitting it. That wasn't a relationship. Y'all just
Hold
having
up.
sex.
You're saying he's hitting it, but he treated me like no other. I never really had a relationship like him before.
Oh, she missed Tyrone.
His name is
She-
not Tyrone, but I'm not saying his
You know,
name out of
Tyrone
respect
is
and
the guy
privacy.
a name that we use for a guy that girls really want. Obviously, you said that he was doing more than just hitting it, and you missed him, right? You do miss him?
Hold up. I plead the fifth.
Okay, fair enough. That means that she misses Tyrone. So for the dude that's smashing right now, I guess you ain't doing your job because she missed Tyrone. That's just the facts of the matter. So you've been in. Okay, so when was your longest? That was 3 months.
My longest relationship was 4 years in high school.
Oh, okay, yeah, that don't really count. So this was like
if
your
it was an adult, 2 years, 2.5 years
2.5 years
as an adult.
as an adult. Okay, cool.
But
cool.
as a teenager, 4 years with the same person on and off. But it was just high school drama crap.
Okay, got you. And I guess we can go with fun fact. What's something fun about you?
Whew, it's a lot.
Say them all.
Say 'em all. I hate squash. It's disgusting.
Squash?
Anything. If you make anything out of squash, I will refuse to eat it because I just don't like it. I'm allergic to bees.
Okay, you're allergic to bees.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go with are you a feminist?
I'm a girl's girl, but I don't support the BS.
What's the BS?
Like home wreckers, stuff like that. But I respect my 304s and stuff because I have friends, close friends that are 304s.
You know what 304s is, okay. So I guess another way, let me give a definition of feminism and let me know if you ladies agree with it. Feminism, the definition, I would say, a general definition is women's empowerment, where they want equal rights, and they want to push forth egalitarianism, which is equal to men. So usually it's equal opportunity and equal outcome. Is that what you align with?
I align with that 100% because I feel like living as a woman, we don't really, get that much as in men. No disrespect.
Okay, cool.
Respectfully, we don't really get as much opportunities as men do because this is a man's world, sadly.
It's a man's world, sadly.
As long as she knows it's a man's world.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's the reality. It's like when you're born as a woman and stuff like that, you go through trials and tribulations. As a man, I feel like you get things quicker, but that's just my opinion.
Quicker?
What do you? What as a
You guys
man?
have higher paying jobs than women.
Okay, so we got higher
You
paying
guys
jobs.
get away with more things than women.
Like
Okay.
what?
Yeah, like what?
Ooh, I can name a lot.
So name two.
The justice system,
Who are we referring
when
to?
it comes to,
No, I don't.
Are we referring to males, black males? Like
No. Men in general.
Just
not
men in
But
general.
justice system and black males don't go together. But you're classifying males. Black males are a part of that.
No, I'm
You're
not.
saying they have it easy when it comes to the justice system.
Like in terms of grape and stuff.
That's
So you say men get away with grape?
Yes, that's what I mean. In
Okay.
general.
You
not,
think so?
Yes, because I feel like men is believed more in the justice system than women. Women that suffer abuse and stuff, abuse,
Yeah.
as I like to say, I don't like to say the actual word, they believe the man more than the woman. We see it online
You truly
right now.
think this? Like, usually how it goes is when a man is accused, whether if it's false or true, it ruins his reputation. Like, you ladies
Okay,
right
I
now
have to
can leave
admit
this
that.
podcast and
I
just
have-
make up a lie and say, Cooley touched me weird, and then my name is ruined, even though I didn't touch you, and it's cameras
no,
everywhere.
I'm on here to learn. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect. But I get what you're saying, too. I am classifying men. So
no,
it's
but
like,
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to the justice system, men don't have no leverage or nothing. Like, they take women's side automatically. You put in
Yeah.
a restraining order, they're automatically going to they're going to approve it automatically.
But I have to admit, women do lie in the justice system as well. It's both sides. Women too do lie about
Yeah,
abuse.
But you said that the justice system, basically, they have it easy when it comes to that. I completely disagree. I feel like females do when it comes to everything involving the justice system.
And I
Okay,
respect
you know
your
what?
opinion.
Let's continue around with the intros, and then I guess if this conversation pops up again, which I'm sure it will, we'll go ahead and entertain it some more. Okay, cool. Let's go with you. Welcome back for the 13th time. Rumor.
Okay, he dragged it, guys. It has not been 13.
How many times has it been?
It's
5?
been like 4 or 5. Oh my God, all these gnats in here.
Yeah, I don't. We had the door open,
The
so
garage.
yeah, the garage open, so
Yeah. Hey guys.
Name,
it's
age,
Rumor.
name, age, where you from?
Rumor. I'm from West Philly, and I'm 24.
Okay. West Philly, 24. And what do you do for a living?
I am a piercer, so I pierce and I sell jewelry.
You off the pole?
I pierce and I sell jewelry.
You yes or no, Rumor?
Yes, I pierce and I sell jewelry.
Dang, she
guys.
off. So we changed your life here at No
I
Fugazi.
wouldn't say all of that.
When
so
the
proud of
first
you.
episode, you was on that pole, spinning
Yo,
around,
I was,
twirling, doing tricks.
No, I wasn't on the pole. I was a inconsistent dancer.
Okay. Well, I mean, the first time you came on, you said that you was dancing on that pole. Now it's the fifth time, and she's a reformed Christian. No, I'm joking. Let's go with relationship status. Bet not lie.
Oh my God,
And
Jordan,
be
not
fast, tell the
again.
truth, Romer.
Not again.
Come
No,
on.
guys. I'm on a cloud right now. That's
Yo, whoever you dating or talking to, he's gonna be mad. Because every
You
time
think
we
so?
ask you this, you be like,
You think so?
next. I
This
know
time
so.
I answered.
Wait,
though.
wait. She kind of gave herself up. Remember, she called her one guy friend. And then she was like, the guy friend said something, and she said a name.
Oh,
No,
like, yeah,
what was the
no,
name?
he said the
I don't
name.
remember the
What was
name.
the
but
name
it-
he said?
No, he said the name.
But he was like, yo, I'm gonna call such and such. And she was
Whoever
like,
the
no, no,
name,
no.
yeah, whoever that name was, that's who clapping cheeks.
Got you.
I,
Got you.
Yeah,
hold
that's what
up.
I'm
I
saying.
don't. That's not always true, y'all.
Do you guys
Sometimes-
assume that guys clap our cheeks?
All the time.
Well, are you a virgin?
No, I'm not a virgin.
Are you celibate?
No, I'm not celibate.
Guys.
Somebody's clapping cheeks.
Somebody.
Oh, who's clapping cheeks?
We don't know who.
but we know somebody.
Yeah, we
is.
don't care about who. We just said somebody's clapping cheeks. It's okay. You know what I mean, no one's virgins here.
Here's that word. That word celibate is it's sensitive.
Hold that thought, because we're gonna go around. So I know you got a lot of interesting things to say, and hold that thought. Don't forget.
Rumor. Let's go with So all right, relationship status. You still talking to the same dude?
On the cloud.
You don't want to claim him too much. Fair enough.
the cloud.
Fun fact.
I guess we do fun fact.
I love her.
Fun fact. I have a face thermal. I just got a face thermal. It's a fun fact.
Okay, you have. Maybe I could sit back a little bit. It's a little. My legs are so
Yeah, you're
long,
actually really tall.
and let me see. There's a thing right here. What is this?
hunched.
Oh, you gotta put it over. Okay.
Damn, I'm like-
Yeah, nigga, your legs little. Watch out, bro.
Oh my God.
This guy got,
Bro, I'm
this guy got
5'11",
little
bro.
midget legs over
I'm
here trying to take over
5'11".
space.
Chat, I'm 5'11", bro.
Chat, he lying.
Oh, I gotta watch out.
Ladies, no, I'm messing with y'all. Let me not do that. Are you a feminist? 50-50?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
very
I
much 50-50.
figured much. You've been on here a few times. I think I understand your
Very
worldview
much
a little bit.
50-50.
Let's move it right along. Name, age, and where you from?
My name Vonnie, okay, aka Zooties. If you know me, you know me. I'm a model. I'm a brand ambassador for clothing and hair and nails. I'm 20. I'm from North Philly. I represent Kenzo in Germantown. Okay. Long story, but anyway, I do
Okay.
the same thing as her. I work the
Who's
pole.
her? Are you on the pole? Okay. I'm
I
about to
work the
say.
pole.
Okay, you're a
yes,
dancer,
full time
full time. How many
Full-time.
days a week?
every day.
Every
Every
day. You
day.
take no days off?
No.
Besides today, or were you
Yeah.
there earlier?
Though besides today.
Besides today, so you took off today to come to No Fugazi podcast.
Yes.
Shout out to you.
Okay.
Now just don't go back. You'll be good.
I'm in a situation I need to.
She like,
need
yeah,
the money.
times is hard
Okay.
right now, Cooley. I don't know what you're talking about, but I need to get to the bag.
But relationship status, I'm single.
How long you been single? Don't lie.
It's recent.
Oh, it's recent. Like
Recent.
yesterday recent?
Oh no,
Oh, couple months?
we're not gonna talk about it. Like last week recent.
Oh, last week
Why you
recent.
gotta put my business out there? If I wanted them to know, I would have said it.
It don't matter. You
No,
single
it
now.
do matter because I don't need people in my business. Just know I'm single.
All right. Yo, chat, she's single. If y'all
Wait,
wanna
how long you
holler
been
at-
single for?
Since last week. She said last week.
Oh, you said since last week. Well, how long have you been single for?
It's longer than that. To me, it was.
Oh,
longer
so like
than
a
that.
month.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
But-
she
but-
said something, bro. You said something good that you
but-
said it's been longer to me, meaning that girls usually break up with the guy mentally before they move on physically.
And that is true.
That is true.
So when did you
100%.
mentally break up with this nigga?
I
Facts.
mentally broke up with this man. He's a man. Let's get that straight. A
Fair
man.
enough.
The best thing that happened to me. But situation happened. Nothing crazy, you know.
Okay.
Just personal stuff, mental health conditions. So I mentally broke up with him before I could do that physically.
Got you.
Have I talked to him about it before? Yes.
Is
and
it
no.
anything that he did or you did to allow yourself to mentally break up with him?
It's a little bit of both. He did some things. I did some things. We both did some things.
Got it. So you both cheated.
No, there was no cheating.
No cheating?
No cheating at all.
Oh, okay.
We were loyal, committed. I have a dog. That's my baby. So we basically raised her together. Her name's Ryla. Shout out to Ryla. I'll see you soon, baby.
Okay.
I wouldn't say the reason, but it was our living situation going on. Still a situation, but we're separate now. So he got his shit together.
Homie couldn't pay the bills.
No, it wasn't that.
I'm just taking guess shots
No,
to see what
no bills or
see which
nothing.
one lands.
It's more of like financial state, like financially, to be honest.
Oh, yes, bills.
No, it wasn't bills. When we first met, I had dropped out of college. I had my reasons. Don't come after me. I'm going back. I'm going back next year.
You young, yo. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh,
You'll be
it's
all
that
right.
big of a deal in my family. But anyway, and to me.
Fair enough.
So when we first met, I was dropping out. He had his own apartment and stuff. Something happened with his apartment, so we had nowhere to live. We moved to Philly at a B&B.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. You don't even have to explain yourself. I was just really trying to get to the point where it's like why you broke up with him. You know what I'm
It's not
saying?
The reason.
Like-
Oh my God. See, this is how we talk about it. Like,
You over here like, well, yeah, rent was due at on the
Anyway.
14th. We ain't make it on the 14th. I went to college. I need to pay the bills. I started
Anyway.
getting on the pole. We started doing
Anyway.
this. This nigga couldn't do what he needed to do. So,
Anyway.
all right.
Yeah, the
Another-
reason why we broke up was because financial stuff, and I.
Okay,
am
there we
not
go.
ready
Financial
for-
stuff.
I'm
That
not
makes
ready
sense.
for a relationship mentally and physically. Is someone clapping these cheeks? No. Please don't ask.
All right,
it
fair
out
enough, fair enough. And let's go with fun fact.
Fun fact about me, I could dance my ass off.
You can dance.
Yeah.
Dan, throw it on the big camera. Put the music on. Let's see what's good.
And I can sing.
You can sing.
The big
Yeah.
camera off? Yeah, big camera off. All right, it's
Yeah.
all good. Never
But
mind.
that's a fun fact, and I could cook too.
Wait, you could sing?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and sing for us?
Yeah, I'll sing a little song for
Wait,
y'all.
before you sing, if it's trash, I'm going to let you know it's trash. But if it's good,
If I don't get goosebumps, I swear
You know.
to God.
I'm not
Whoa.
gonna sing like a whole thing. I'm gonna just sing like.
yeah, hit a little note. Go ahead. Let's see. See what you got.
Let's go, Mariah Carey.
I'm not gonna do Mariah Carey. I'm gonna sing the song that we was listening to in the car earlier. Bad. That's my favorite. All right. Is it bad that I never made love? I never did. There you go. That's what you're getting.
Oh,
That was short.
Yeah, I said I was gonna do a little short.
that was
Little something.
real short.
That was short.
Short. You
I
could do
told you
better.
I
That
could.
was.
Oh, I know I can.
Yeah,
Could have did better.
could have did.
You
And I
what
like that
you know what
song,
you
too.
could- you know what you could do better?
What?
Your haircut.
You know what? I do it myself.
Well, get better at it.
I should get better at it.
Get better at it and come back.
Okay, got you. Well, I mean, if you just work on the vocal cords and a confidence, I think you'll be all right. So that's just me giving you a
It's
critique.
just my first podcast. I write music also.
You write music?
Yes.
Okay,
I
fair
wrote
enough.
3 love songs.
3 love songs.
Yeah, they'll come out by next month.
Got you. All right. So you said you broke up with him, single. You're a singer, but it was trash. And what other fun fact did you have?
Yo.
I dance. I did choreography my whole life.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
played 7 different sports. And I have 7 tattoos. I have a new tattoo coming on the way in 2 weeks.
Okay, and let's do. Are you a feminist?
Yes and no. I'm a girly girl, but I'm not at the same time. there's not a lot of things I like of girly stuff. Probably just the hair and some clothes. I'm more of like on the guy side. I like the monster trucks, motorcycles.
Well, by
clothes.
feminist, I mean,
I'm
remember
saying, you know.
the definition that I gave? So
Yeah.
it's, you know, for women's rights, women's empowerment. You think that men and
It's-
women should be equal in society and stuff like that.
I can't speak for all women. I can only speak for myself. I feel like we should all have equal rights, no matter where you're from, your gender. It really shouldn't matter because
Like
at the end of the day,
equal opportunity
Yeah.
and equal outcome.
yeah, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings and we're all here on earth trying to do what we got to do to survive.
Okay.
So I personally feel as though like there should be no favoritism. There should no be I get this more, you get this less. We should.
Do you think
get it
it's like that
equally.
now? Like things
It's
aren't
really
equal?
not. It's really not like this now.
Okay.
During the years, it just keeps getting worse and worse, and I don't think it's getting better anytime soon. Personally, I feel as though like if we want to make this world better, and everyone wants their equal rights, then we got to do what we got to do to get what we want. Because they're not just going to give it to us like that. We have to work hard for it.
Okay. So equal rights. So I mean, it's fairly equal if you ask me. But go ahead and if women need equal rights, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't have.
Jobs.
Jobs.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
There's some jobs that men do that apparently women aren't allowed to do.
Like what?
One, because I work at the club.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of businessmen come in. For one, I'll say construction. I will say there's some construction women, but there's mainly men. Some women like to get their hand dirty, and it's good ass money.
Okay. So
me.
is it a right, like, meaning that someone is restricting the woman from working in construction, or women are just choosing not to go into that field? What do you think?
It's the first one. They're
first one.
restricting
women.
And
You know
another thing,
that
I
part is
disagree. I
illegal,
was gonna
right?
say, can I ask a question on that?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Because I'm just curious if there are construction women, how are they being restricted from doing the job?
because
I disagree with you.
Most companies, some companies, not just some. There's like some that allow it and some that don't. Construction
Sis.
men come in the morning every day. I talk to them about it.
Sis, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
literally go to trade school for construction, whether you're a man or a woman. There's literally money into that. They're looking for more women too. But men just go into the field more because women, not gonna lie, they stereotype construction. They do.
Like I said,
You
there's
stereotype. What do you mean?
Like, a woman shouldn't do that. Like, men and
Oh,
women
you mean
shouldn't.
like there's influence around it
Yes,
where
yes,
they
there's a
try
lot
to
of
influence
influence.
women not to go
Yes,
into those fields?
That's what I'm saying.
I would say it's actually the opposite. Now it's like with, feminism being in America and in the entire world, there's always some type of propaganda that's, pushing women to get into fields that men have. But I think that the truth is this, ladies, there's no right or privilege that men have that women don't have. Actually, it's the opposite. So women actually have more rights and more privileges than men have. One, selective service. You know what that is?
Teach me.
Raise your hand. Who doesn't know what selective service is? And it's okay if you don't know.
I don't know.
All right, so we got
This
1,
is-
2, 3. We got 4, 5. Okay, we got 4.
So
So selective service is the military. So when me and him turned 18, in order for us to get a license to go into college, to vote, we need to check off to enter the draft. So meaning that if a war breaks out and we need to draft, just our citizens, then we have to sign that. That's selective service. Women, you don't have to sign up for selective service, but you can still vote. You can still get an ID. You can still go to college. You can still do all of that stuff.
I disagree with you about the military part. I feel like
No, there's no disagreement. It's a fact.
no, like ladies, when you turn 18, you don't have to sign up.
Yeah, you don't. It's mandatory for us. Like, if we don't sign up, we can't get an ID. If we don't sign up, we can't go to college. If we don't sign up, we can't vote.
do you guys believe it's still happening today?
Yeah, it's just that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
always
it
how it's
definitely
been.
is still happening. My friend, he has to do it.
Yeah, it's
In
like the
other
service.
countries, yeah, I have
Well,
to.
No, we're talking about in
We're talking
America.
in the
Yeah.
U.S., like men, as soon as we turn 18, we have to sign
So
up. Women don't
meaning
have to.
that there's an obligation on men to fight wars. If in case something breaks out and we need more soldiers, where in a draft happens, they're going to go ahead and draft the military age males. But for women, you don't have to sign up, meaning that if you want to go, in order for you to be in the military, it's by choice. For us, it's force. And if not, then we're gonna have some restrictions. We're gonna have some rights taken away from us, like we can't vote and things like that. And also, let's say if there is a draft, let's say if war in Ukraine or war in Israel currently breaks out. Well, they're at war, but let's say if they need more soldiers or something like that, and Russia attacks us or China attacks us.
Yeah.
The thing is, say if we don't go to war, like they call our number and
I
we don't
understand
go,
what you're saying.
we either have to pay $100,000 or we go to jail. I think
never
it's for
knew
like
that.
2 years, something
I
like
never
that.
knew that.
I never knew that either.
I never.
Yeah.
That was a fun fact. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Also, ladies, it takes two to make a baby, right? The man plants his seed in the woman. You can't get pregnant without a man, but all of the rights for for every child that's born, women holds all of the rights, meaning that the choice is yours if you're going to keep the baby or abort the baby. Men, we have no say in the game. No say in the game whether we get to keep the baby. So that's another right that favors the woman that we don't have no rights at all.
That
I
is
get
a
it,
fact.
but also the women have to carry the babies.
Yes,
Like, we're the
we
one that
have
have
to
to carry
carry
it.
the
We're the
babies.
one that have
have
to
to suffer.
deal with everything.
Yes.
We have to take care of our bodies. Like we have to deal with that. Y'all don't.
And the man he's just there, just watching.
He's just there,
I can
yeah.
only speak on mother so much. I don't.
So
have
think
a
about
child,
this,
so-
right? You
wouldn't
just said that
necessarily
the woman has to carry the baby. The
Yes.
man does not have to carry the
No,
baby.
he
But guess
doesn't.
what? Say if you go ahead and carry that baby full term.
Provide, girl.
Look at this, right? Say if you go ahead and carry that baby full term, and you don't want it, you can go ahead and give that baby up for adoption. And meaning that you don't have to, they're not gonna come after you for money or anything like that. Let me finish. If the man chooses that when you have that baby, he wants nothing to do with that baby, you can still put him on child support. Meaning that he's always going to be obligated to pay for that baby no matter what, but not you. You can actually just give your baby up for adoption and leave. So you can, guess what? You can have a baby and not even have any responsibility to provide for that baby because you can just give it up. But the man, we have no choice whether to have the baby or not. But as long as you have the baby, no matter what, we got to take care of that baby.
That's not true.
That's not true. I
Only
feel
if
like
you're
women
on the birth
get. I feel like
certificate.
women get child support too.
No, actually, that's
what-
a lie. You can take a paternity test and get somebody on child support, whether they're on the birth certificate or not.
Really, I didn't.
That
know
is true.
I thought
Yeah.
you had to sign the birth certificate.
No.
No, not at all. And then also, if you just go for child support, I mean, sometimes your name don't even got to be on a birth certificate. If this chick say that's the poppy, the court's gonna be like, you the poppy.
But what if the
You know what
guy
I'm saying?
puts the woman on child support, which is rare? Which is rare.
I mean, that happens. That happens.
But what if the woman is making a lot of money? What if she's the breadwinner? Though.
Yeah, I mean, there's scenarios like that where the man has the woman on child support. That's very rare. Usually, courts favor the woman.
I also have another question. Do you think child support is fair?
I mean, that's another question. We can go around with that, but let's finish intros real quick.
Right, so we're on her now.
Yeah, we on her now.
Yeah.
Right before we get to her, we got some super chats that. Well, actually, Juan Martinez, he sent in 10 No Fugazi memberships. Shout out to you, Juan. Shout out to you, man. So everyone that was gifted a membership from Juan, make sure when it hits that 30-day mark, you go ahead and renew your No Fugazi membership. Appreciate you, Juan. Appreciate you. All right, we got, and that's a lot of bread too, because what tier was that? Gifted, who knows what? I think that's just the gang tier, but still, that's $5 tier. He gifted it to 10 people, so do the math. All right, welcome to No Fugazi Podcast. Name, age, and where you from?
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Marissa. I'm from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and I'm 30 years old.
Marissa. And Marissa, you was actually in the first studio that we had. So you came back in, that was like 2.5 years ago almost.
Yeah, it was definitely like 2023.
Yeah, it was 2023.
Yeah.
And then you went into the other studio.
Yes.
And now, so this is your third time back. Third time back. All right, welcome back.
Thank you.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an esthetician and I'm a bartender, and I also do some promo modeling on the side. Nothing crazy. I do like the ring card girl for boxing.
Oh, that's
Okay,
dope.
word. That's what's up.
Let me get some tickets, bro.
I got you.
Word.
And I guess let's do relationship status.
Single.
Single. Okay, wait. You've been on here for span of 2.5 years.
She was single every time she was on here?
Were you single every time?
Not every time I was
Not
on
every
here,
time.
no.
I think the first time you
The
was
first time I was, yeah.
single.
Yes.
The second time
I wasn't. I was with somebody.
you was with someone.
Yeah.
What that nigga do?
Oh, he didn't do anything.
Who broke up with who?
I will. It was a mutual thing
No,
for
it wasn't.
sure. Yes, it was. He initiated it.
Oh, he initiated.
Yeah,
oh, you
he
messed
did.
up.
I guess. I don't know.
You messed up.
He
All right.
initiated it. Okay. All right. So, but that's the. So he broke up with you, or he like gave the idea. Who really was like put their foot down?
I'm like, I don't know how else to say. It was mutual. He was like, we had sat down, we had a talk, and we both agreed that like we like each other a lot, but like we don't see it, like we don't
She going anywhere?
see it going anywhere.
I got a question. Here, this one always works.
Jeez.
So, at the time when y'all decided that,
Yeah.
did he like want to have sex with you again, and you said no?
No. I
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
even in the state. I was in Florida. I'm between here and Florida a lot. I have a lot of family in Florida.
Oh, okay. That is good. That's probably why. Wait, was he in Florida?
He has family in Florida too.
But he doesn't
okay,
live
okay.
there, though.
No, he doesn't live
So
there.
you were traveling a lot.
I still do. My mom lives there,
But like,
and so does his parents.
but you were going back, were you traveling back and forth to Florida a lot during the relationship or no?
Finish up the
Maybe
question.
like every other month. Maybe
How long-
not once a month. Maybe every other month.
And how long were you gone for?
Like a week at a time.
We got a time?
Yeah. It's not bad.
Red flag.
How?
That's a red flag.
How is that a red flag?
You didn't bring him with you?
I asked. His parents also have a beach house down there. He could have came.
Why
He was
didn't-
more than welcome to. I don't know.
You asked. So every time you went to Florida, you asked.
Yes.
And he
every
said. And he
time.
said no.
He said no.
Oh.
You know what that means?
What does that mean? What does that mean, Monroe?
Hey, he had another girl over.
See? Probably.
He had another girl over because, to be honest, if I had a man and I'd be like, you coming, and he say no every single time, don't you get that suspension? Like, isn't that weird?
You mean suspicious?
Suspicious, yeah.
Suspicious.
Suspension?
She said
Really?
suspension.
I didn't eat all day. I didn't
I'm
eat all
hungry
day.
too, but
I'm like tired right now from work and everything. I'm stressed out.
Oh wait, time out. Did you finish up with intros for her?
I need.
Oh, but no, well, her, no, because she wanted to add her 2 cents in real quick. But so she was saying when she was traveling back and forth to Florida, and she would be going for a week at a time, and she would ask her man to come with her, but he said no every time.
Yeah, he
Got
don't
you.
want to.
He's
Okay, fair
cheating.
enough. And let's go with fun fact.
I grow my own vegetables, and I played 3 different instruments growing up.
That's dope. What kind of instruments?
First, I learned drums, so percussion, and then I went to guitar, and then I did piano.
Dope. Okay. And are you a feminist?
Absolutely not.
Okay. And why aren't you a feminist?
Because that is just, I was born and raised differently. That's not how I was born and raised. I know it's a different generation. I know there's a lot of like new things that come, but my family is very old school and traditional, and it works for us.
Did you grow up with boomer parents?
What is the generation of a boomer? Like, what's the age?
50s, 60s. 50s,
Did
60s.
my parents are in their 60s.
My dad was in his 70s. My mom is in her 60s. So I agree with you on that traditional part because growing up in a Muslim household, it's a lot of restrictions that I had.
No, most likely that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Around that.
You bring your charger with you, your portable one?
Yeah, it's in the car though. My car's right there.
Go grab it real quick. I'm gonna finish up the questions because I'm on
bet.
3%.
Yo, charge
I'm on 3%, bro. I'm on 3.
But I appreciate a millennial like telling the truth because as a Gen Zer, like growing up with boomer parents, like I learned differently. Like I'm not gonna do the same thing as you.
Oh, for sure.
Because you have newer parents. Like my parents taught me, you know, self-respect and stuff like that. Like I got morals and respect to, you know, I'm not gonna disrespect my dad or mom.
Yeah, no, I totally
Yeah.
get it. Definitely.
Okay. And I think we did fun fact. Are you a feminist? You said no. Explain why. Moving right along. Name, age, and where you from?
My name is Nani. And
Why this nigga open up that?
the most?
You can hear that shit too.
You're good. Go ahead.
But I'm from Philly, and what's the other one?
You said you're from Philly and age?
I'm 23.
23. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an aspiring tattoo artist.
Okay. Cool. And relationship status?
Single as fuck.
Okay. So let's wait for this guy to close the garage, man. It's new studio.
About to
This
get on
guy.
him when he come
Why didn't he
back.
leave? Just walk through the door.
Oh my God.
Hey,
yo.
yo. Sound cool. I'm gonna guess he just wanted to sound cool.
Ease.
He's back.
Is the garage closed? Yeah, I closed it. Oh, all right. Cool. Scott. We do it live, chat. We do it live. All right, so you said that you're 23 and you're from where?
Philly,
You're a tattoo artist and relationship status?
single.
Say, how long you been single for?
I want to say 2 years.
2 years. I'll turn it on with this.
No, it's already on.
Oh, it's already on.
Hey, matter of fact, yeah, press it on.
This nigga don't know nothing.
Okay, now.
Let me see. All right, so you single for 2 years and okay, cool. Fun fact.
Fun fact. I feel like I'm pretty boring. I guess fun fact is I like cheese curls and peanut butter.
Cheese curls. Fun fact is food.
I know
Dang.
you be shitting your ass.
I low-key want to try that.
Yeah, she does.
I'm a big bag.
That's okay.
She probably
All right.
does.
Are you a feminist?
No,
You're not a feminist. Why not?
I just don't think it makes sense.
Okay. And how would you say it doesn't make sense? I know these is maybe you never thought about these
Well-
questions, but you can explain the best you can.
Yeah, well, I just feel like it's like really like biased, and
Speaking to the mic.
it's really biased. Like I feel like it can be a lot of biased situations in real life. Like women pick and choose when they want to be feminists. A lot of time, like the feminists, you will see them picking and choosing.
When they want to be feminist,
they
like when
wanna
it
be-
benefits them.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
All
it
right.
gets really awkward, like with real situations that be going on.
All right. So here's a test to see if, because these two said that you're not feminist. So here's the test to see if you're not feminist. Starting with you. Well, the question will apply to both of you, and anyone can answer. But actually, I'll have you answer it first.
Okay.
So, here's a good one. If you met a man and you're in a relationship, who has the final say?
Like in general, or
In
like
general, with everything and anything, who has the final say in a relationship, you or your man?
I'm sorry.
No feminist.
Ladies, don't answer it.
Don't answer it. Let's
I'm
Let
a
her
Virgo,
answer it.
so
Let
my
her
mind
answer
be
it.
going through all these scenarios.
ladies
like how can you
don't.
put
Dan, be
one-
active. No, don't help her out. Hold up. Let her answer. Who has the final say? You or your man?
I think the woman, me.
Okay.
Me.
Ladies,
I
hold
kinda
on. Ladies,
disagree.
hold
kinda
on.
disagree.
Hold on.
Woosah.
We want her to explain herself one mic at a time.
One, we talking about am I a feminist or not?
Real quick,
That
I
was the
said
question, right?
in a relationship, who has the final say? You said you think that women should have the final say, and I'm asking you, why should women have the final say?
Right, but this is relating to the feminist topic, right?
No, this is to see
It's
if you
just
are a
general.
feminist or if you're not a feminist.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're asking me why do I think I should have the final say?
Yeah. Why should you have the final
I feel
say?
like in a lot of situations,
Mm-hmm.
even in like movies and stuff, they always have this like, I guess you could say, they always put
The
women
man
on
is
the
the
pedestal.
bumbling idiot, and the guy. And
No. They like I would say like in marriages or like kings and queens or whatever.
okay.
they make it to where as though they make a lot of decisions are from the woman and they're just delivered by the man. Like, especially like, for example, men are always working. So when a woman is in the house, if she's a housewife, she's pretty much running the house. So when he comes home, things are just done.
Okay.
Right? So
You think that the
when it
woman
comes
should
to-
have the final say?
yeah, like she runs a lot of stuff that has to be done if the man's not there.
Okay, let me
I
ask
feel
you a
like-
question.
So she
Should the
knows the
person-
routine of what's going on.
Now this is a general question.
Right.
Should the person that has the most responsibility have the most authority?
I think all in all, yeah.
All in all, yeah. Now you would say, then who has the most responsibility in a relationship, the man or the woman?
And
And let's say this, in a relationship where, what would be your ideal relationship where the man is the protector and the provider and he's paying the bills, or is it 50-50? What's your ideal relationship?
well, my idea of relationship is not really either one.
Okay.
It's where every man is different too.
You know,
Some
it
men
really don't even matter which way it
Right.
is. So
It can
let's
really be
just
equal.
let's go ahead and ask that. So in a relationship between a man and a woman, who has the bulk of the responsibility? Generally,
I think the man.
the man. So shouldn't the man have the authority?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that means that the man should have the final say.
But my thing is this though, not all the right. He should have the final say. Generally, yes.
But you want the final say.
no, it don't matter because you're talking about a relationship, right?
Yeah.
You just said
Right.
that. Though.
So it's just sometimes in a relationship, there is coming to an
There's
agreement.
nuance.
I feel like
there's
you're contradicting
nuance
yourself,
in it.
though.
Yeah,
No,
there's nuance
I'm
in
just
a
not a
relationship.
feminist. Like it's just
I feel
Well,
like you're
well-
contradicting yourself though. You're going back.
like compromising is a part of
But you
relationship
said
though,
that the
whether you're
woman
a
should
male
have
or
the
female.
final say, and
Yeah.
then you just said the man should.
But
you're
alright, so
contradicting
for
what
like, if
you
you were to
already
have
said.
sex in the bed, right, and the man be like, "Oh, I want to do something right now," and obviously the woman gets the
But
final
that's
say.
sex.
Or
like,
No, we're not talking
that
about
wasn't the
sex.
we're not
question.
talking about
Yeah,
sex. We're
that's-
talking about
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Talking
you
about
disagree with you.
overall in a relationship, who has the final say? You said that. So I'll
Like,
package it up for you so it makes
We're
sense.
backtracking a bit.
Let me package it
You're
up and
backtracking.
to let you know where we came. Like
It's just
currently
weird.
we're here, but let me let you know how we got here. So I
Yes.
asked you, are you a feminist? You said, no, I'm not a feminist. I said, okay, well, I'm going to ask you some questions to test and see if you're truly not a
Right.
feminist. I said, who should have the final say in a relationship? You said that, well, I think the woman should have the final say. I should have the final say. Then I asked you, generally speaking, the person that has the bulk of the responsibility, should they have the bulk of the authority? You said, yes, the person that has the most responsibility should have authority. Then I asked you, well, who has the bulk of the responsibility in a relationship? You said, the man. So then I said, well, shouldn't he have the bulk of the authority? And you said, yeah. So this would be a contradiction to your first answer, meaning that if the man should have the bulk of the authority, then the man should have the final say.
Right, but then you also asked, well, you switched it to a different question. You said, what's my ideal relationship, right? But I didn't really get into that.
Well, here's what I'm trying to tell you. It really doesn't matter what your ideal relationship
But
is
like, what
because
happens when
men and
somebody's
women aren't.
married, right?
Yeah.
Someone's married, and then the man, he's been taking care of things for years, but hypothetically, like, he loses his job,
who you get
and they're
sick?
married.
But like, why? What does that have to do with the
The final
original question? That has
Yeah,
nothing-
but you're saying like you're bringing a scenario in there where it's like he loses his job.
You bring a scenario.
Look, his arms get chopped off. What happens if he lost his mouth and he can't speak? Should the woman have the final say? Like,
Like, I disagree on that.
So look, listen. So in a relationship, in a marriage, a lot of decisions have to be made about the house, about bills, about finances. So when it comes to those type of decisions, in your opinion, who do you think should have the final say?
Oh, the man.
There we go.
I like the. the
She
scenario
just
is
switched it
perfect.
up, bro, because
Well, I'm gonna let her speak because she.
yeah, like just like
See, I want to hear
No,
your
a lot of
we
things
both
are
grew
case
up
by
in
case.
traditional families.
don't feel like you convinced her, nigga. She just.
Nah, I did. I just asked a question.
Like
differently.
some
messing
men
with
want
y'all, messing with
50-50
you. Yeah, yeah.
relationships.
I'm
No,
not about
so-
50-50 relationships
that's
right
been there.
there.
And then there's some people
Okay,
who
so, alright.
the wife she
I disagree on that.
the man wants her to like every
I'll
man
grant
is
it.
different.
Let's
like,
grant it. Let's say if there's a relationship where it's 50-50, meaning that the woman, here, I'll explain to you, even in 50-50
or if
relationships.
it's not 50-50, the man says, I want you to do X, Y, Z.
I got you.
Has
Just
to be
listen.
done.
I'll paint it out for you so you
Right.
can know. Even if it is a 50-50 relationship and the woman is paying 50% of the bills, the man is paying 50% of the bills, if an intruder breaks in, who should get the door?
The man.
The man.
man.
If someone slaps your butt, who should go after and chase that man?
The man.
The man. So the man, insurance. You know what insurance is? Insurance is if in case something happens.
Right.
And the man holds the insurance when it comes to protecting you. Like we live in a first world country. America is pretty generally safe. You know, there's not creepers out, all the time. It's not prevalent. Grape isn't prevalent. People breaking into your home isn't prevalent, meaning that it's
America,
not
not
always
just
happening.
Philadelphia,
I'm not talking about
like,
Philadelphia and stuff like
America
that.
as a
Generally
whole.
speaking, as America as a whole. So like violent crimes isn't happening 80% of the time. No, that's not what's going on here in America. But so what I'm saying is, even in a 50-50 relationship, the man holds the responsibility of protecting you. So it's never really 50-50 because guess what? You can't even protect yourself. You actually need the man to protect you. And let's just say you She-Hulk, right? You would still want your man to protect you.
Oh, yeah.
Like you still want your man to step up to the plate and protect you if someone breaks into the home, an intruder, and he goes out there with his gun and shoots the guy. If someone slaps your butt or tries to steal your purse, you would want your man to go after and chase that guy. These are things that you expect, and these are things that generally don't happen, but you want a man that's prepared to put himself in a situation to take a bullet for you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
See, I agree with that. Like, I grew up traditional. Like, I disagree what you're saying about the woman having to say. If I'm going through a situation, I'm gonna let my man have to say. Growing up, I had both parents in the household. How it was, my dad always had to say. My mom laid back and let my dad handle everything. So that's just me.
Oh, your dad and mom are still together?
Well, my dad passed.
Oh, sorry to hear about that.
It's fine, but when he was alive, excuse
if
me,
you don't mind me asking, how old were you?
when he passed,
Yeah.
24. We had recently.
Oh, wow. Okay.
crap.
Sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine, guys. You're fine. But like traditionally, I saw my dad handle everything. So that's just me.
But also, like, what's your religion background? You said it
I'm
earlier.
Muslim.
That explains.
You Muslim?
Yeah.
Wait.
So
You Muslim? Are you on a stripper pole?
no,
Oh.
no.
Okay. I was just wondering.
No.
I was just wondering. Oh, that was that one.
It
Okay.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that one and one I saw.
Okay. So, you said that you're not a feminist. Did you agree with anything that she said or no, Marissa?
No.
No. Okay. I figured. I seen you shaking your head and stuff like that. I just want to make sure.
No.
Okay. Cool. All right. So,
Sorry.
you a feminist. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't think so.
I believe you are.
It's
No.
okay.
I think you can give more.
in live action. Everybody's seen it. You proved that you.
You
are.
proved that you
Well,
are.
we could agree to disagree.
It's okay that you are. There's nothing.
It's nothing bad.
I don't know.
If that's what
That's
you want to
illegal,
do. But
though.
growing up, that's not how it was in my household.
All right, so chat. I see y'all in the chat. Let's get to the first chat. We got B's license and $10. He says, "Do you believe you're currently wife material?" Question: why or why not? And would you rather have a soft life or a strong man? It's a good question.
That is
Good
a good
question. Let's go
her.
around the panel. Let's start with you.
Why do I have to start? Because you're right there.
You here. All right, so yeah, starting with you. So first question is, do you believe currently you are wife material?
That's a hard question. Yes and no.
Okay, what's the yes to?
I like being independent. I like being by myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so that's the no.
Yeah.
Okay, so no because you like being independent, you
I
like being by
don't
yourself.
like relying on other people. I kind of just like relying on myself because I know I'm not gonna let myself down.
Got it.
And then I don't know.
What's another no?
Can you repeat the question again?
Okay, so the question is, and it's okay, ladies, 'cause I know it's some of you ladies' first time on a podcast, and you know, if you ladies are a little bit nervous, just as time goes on, those butterflies will go away. And if you need time to answer the question, take your time, but just answer it for me. So the first question is, do you believe you're currently wife material?
I feel like I'm still not 100% who I want to be, so no.
Okay, got you.
There's still a lot of things that I have to work on. I'll say, like, I have a baby dad, so I know there's things I have to work
Red flag.
on.
Good, good answer.
Nah,
Thank
can
you
be
for
a red
keeping it no
flag. I'll take
fugazi.
it. It's okay.
Because ain't no stripper wife material. I'm just being honest with you ladies. Yes.
But I don't want to be a stripper. That's not, like, I want to be a lash tech full time.
You just doing this
So I know,
to
so
an
I
ends
can
meet.
put myself through school. I want
Yeah.
to go back to school. I have a son to take care of, but I have to make sure I can take care of my son and go to school at the same time because I don't have no one else out here. I'm actually out here by myself. My family lives all in North Carolina, so
So, okay,
I don't
so
have
you
no one to
just-
fall back on really. So it's me and my son and my baby dad.
Okay, got you. Y'all live together? You and your baby dad?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not together.
Oh, she's single. Okay. All right. Then the next question is, why or why not? Okay. And okay, I got it. And would you rather? Okay. Would you rather have a soft life or a strong man?
A soft life. I told you I don't like relying on other people. for
Dang, this
nothing.
chick is a true feminist. She's
I-
like all independent and about herself. Okay, fair enough.
I'm very independent. So.
All right. Well, appreciate the no fugazi. And next, do you consider yourself to be wife material currently?
Yes and no.
Why? Oh yeah. Okay. What's the no about?
The no, because I'm in content creating and I work with pretty big content creators, and I feel like if I had a boyfriend or a husband, he would get like pretty insecure if he's not secure with himself. But if he is secure
Wait,
with
what
himself,
type of content are you making?
like
Yeah.
skits and stuff with pretty big creators in the city. Shout out to Go and PJ. I work with them a lot, and PJ do have like a lot of club skits, so I feel like men would be upset about that,
Well, what's in the skits?
like twerking and stuff.
That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just sits
Like
here.
nudity and stuff like that.
Not nudity, but you know,
a
he-
lot of booty.
a whole lot of
Oh,
booty.
okay, I got you.
Like shout out to PJ. I love you, PJ.
Any sex going on or no?
No, not
Okay.
at all. No.
So you think that a
I
man?
feel like with my content creating and where I'm going with my career right now, I don't think I'm ready for a marriage
And you think that the man would
or a
be
relationship, to be
insecure?
honest. I feel
based off of what you do.
I feel like certain men would be insecure, but if I had a secure man, then he'll probably accept.
You know what
But
I
we
think?
never
I think
know.
that it's not about the insecurity. Like insecure means lacking of confidence. I don't
Okay.
think that any man is going to lack confidence because you chose to have you chose to go down this certain career path. I think what really happens, men have standards. Like certain men have standards. Then there's certain men that really don't have any standards. So the men that have standards, they are just intolerant of that type of behavior. So they just don't choose you. They may clap cheeks, they may smash, but they won't take you seriously.
I disagree on that.
Okay, what part do you disagree on?
Simps, bro.
What you mean, Sims? Explain yourself about that, because
Wait, what?
I disagree with you.
What part do you disagree on of what I said as far as
Men won't take me seriously because of my content creating. I disagree with that.
What I'm saying is, you said that some men would be insecure.
Yeah.
And the part that I'm correcting is, no man is insecure if men
You
don't
don't
give.
believe-
No, men don't. Listen, lady. It's.
Aisha. My name's Aisha.
I don't remember any
Aisha.
names besides Rumor because she's been
My-
here, and then Marissa because she's been here many times too. So no disrespect.
No, I understand.
So what I'm saying is, it's not in a man to be insecure because a woman is not a man's competition. There's no competition between a man and a woman. The man is physically superior than the woman. So there's zero competition from a physical standpoint. There's zero competition from any type of standpoint, even with mating, even with careers and stuff like that. Like no one, like Whoopi Goldberg, she's a millionaire. Oprah Winfrey, she's a billionaire. Them chicks is ugly. No one cares about Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey. They're not like, they don't have this, they don't win any points by being billionaires, meaning that the opposite sex isn't attracted to Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey.
What do you think they're attracted to?
Well, let me
them?
finish. The opposite, Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey's money, let's speak about Oprah because she's a billionaire. Her money doesn't make her more attractive, meaning that a man doesn't get aroused more because she's a billionaire. In reverse, though, if a man was ugly, but he was a billionaire, y'all panties will be wet because you can see a future with this man. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, it takes certain characteristic traits to become a billionaire. So assertive, dominance, A-type personality, a little bit non-agreeable, usually has some masculine traits. So those characteristic traits for a man is inherently attractive to a woman. But when a woman adopts those characteristic traits and she's non-agreeable, it's not really that attractive from a man's point of view. So what I'm saying is, let's just package this up. What I'm saying is, when we're speaking about from the purview of, you're saying, well, I think that a man would be insecure based off my career path. I'm saying that no, he won't be insecure because you're a woman. We're not lacking any confidence based off your career path. Some men have standards, and we choose not to accept a woman that has, a checkered past, or that has, that's creating some content that's not too favorable to us. That's all I'm saying. But then there's other guys that would accept it, and those guys that would accept it. That's what E said. E said they're simps.
That's what you think they're simps, but what if they're real men and they don't care?
I believe they simps too.
Think about it. Listen, let me ask you a question. Do you think your dad would let his wife, your mom,
do what you're doing right now?
Do you think he would tolerate that? Yes or no? Answer yes or no?
Answer. Do you think that your dad would tolerate the things, like if it was reversed, if your mom was doing exactly what you were doing, do you think that your dad would tolerate that behavior from your mom?
Religion alone, no.
No, right?
Okay.
So is your dad insecure?
I don't believe my dad is insecure. He's always secure with my mother.
Okay.
And my mother was
Right, so
doing her
you
own
just
thing
said-
too.
Right.
Well, let's just say hypothetically, though. Let's just say if she was doing it.
She was a content creator.
Yeah,
Well,
let's just say hypothetically.
My mother, she don't really.
But
Hold on,
put it in an imaginary world, though, because you see where I'm going with this.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Would your dad approve of his wife, your mom, doing the type of content that you're doing?
It's hypothetically, though. It's meaning that
Yeah.
it's not real. It's like if
No.
this.
No?
Got it.
Does that make
No.
him insecure? That because he wouldn't tolerate his wife shaking her ass for content?
That's his wife, so no. That's his wife, though. That's different.
No, it's
I
not.
believe
It's
that-
not different.
Wife
You guys
or
don't
girlfriend?
think the girlfriend and wife are different?
So you think, okay, so
we
you...
clapping cheeks. It's like, all right,
I feel like no. Wife
wife is another level.
forever,
Yeah,
though.
but men, we don't get so in a man's eyes.
But that's so different.
Let me just break it down to you, baby girl. Men, we don't get any extra benefits whether if you're our girlfriend or if we're married to you. We don't get any extra benefits.
but being
So
a
we
wife,
don't
you
think you get extra benefits because you have access to the man's bank account and etc. And if you
Yeah.
divorce that man, you get to take half. So there's a lot of incentives for you. That's why you look at relationships and marriage differently. Men, generally speaking, we look at a long-term relationship and marriage the same because there's no extra incentives or benefits for the men. So to answer his question, you said that your father wouldn't be insecure if your mother was...
Because my mother would never go down that
But
path.
we saying hypothetically if she did.
If she did, no, he would not
wouldn't be
accept it.
insecure.
He would not be insecure.
Okay, got you. Now that's all we're saying. So just to answer you, there's women when a woman goes down that path and she chooses to do some type of content that's not too favorable to the masses. Men aren't insecure. There's no man that's insecure that lacks confidence.
Like Kulu said, it all comes down to standards. Some guys have high standards for their women.
Some guys got low standards.
Some guys have low standards.
And the dudes with low standards, normally they're sims.
And the reason why we're calling them simps because simps do not attract a lot of women. They don't get a lot of girls. So they will tolerate a lot of inappropriate behavior from women just to keep that girl because they don't have their pick of the litter. Guys that are good at picking up women, guys that have no problem getting women, we have no problem saying, hey, look, if you out there shaking your ass or showing your ass, I'm leaving. You know why we're not scared to leave you? Because we can just get another one and replace you. It's that simple. It's not insecurity. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree
That's
with that.
where the standards come
I feel
in.
like simps have standards too.
So I'll explain
standards.
simple. I'll explain simp differently.
Simps have standards. Simps do have
So
standards.
Ease is speaking about simp in a way where it's like how a man can become a simp, meaning that a man that doesn't have a lot of options, he can have like a simpish mind and he'll just tolerate anything. That is true. Easier way to just look at it and understand the definition of a simp is a man that will accept a woman that isn't reciprocating on her end, meaning that he's the one that's he's the one that's doing the most and taking care of her and doing things, but she's not reciprocating anything back on her end. And the thing is, men don't ask for much. We ask for sex, sandwiches, and submissiveness. So the fact that you're giving up your sexuality or you're showing your sexuality on screen, it's like, well, we don't ask for much. Like, why are you giving that up? Like, you're not reciprocating.
We just want it for our eyes.
Yeah,
only.
we want our eyes only, especially if it's that.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all we saying. And ladies, y'all want to interject? Y'all can.
Y'all can interject. I'm here.
Help her out, ladies. If you disagree with us, don't just sit there,
Y'all
especially
can
you.
disagree,
If you
agree
disagree
me.
with us, say
If you
disagree.
Like I
disagree-
said, I don't like. My ex is a photographer. I don't think he was insecure when I was doing content like this, and still is.
No. Yeah, I'm not saying that he wasn't. We agree. No man is insecure, but the standards. Some men have low standards, and we're saying normally, the men with low standards, normally, not always, but normally low standards, they're normally simpish. But I would say that just the simple fact that the woman isn't reciprocating the things that a man expects from her, and he accepts her, then that means that he's a simp. Meaning that men, we only want. We are with you for your sexuality. So if you are giving your sexuality away or displaying your sexuality out there like that, it's like then you're not reciprocating what we want, because we only ask for sex, sandwiches, and submissiveness.
What about personality? You guys don't look at a woman's personality?
Yeah,
That's
but that
also
isn't
important.
a priority. The priority is sex, sandwiches, and submissiveness.
We only
So
care about-
your sexuality, be submissive, and cook us some food.
We
I
only
don't
care
know about
your-
being submissive.
We only care about your personality if we find you attractive.
And ladies, if you want to say that in the microphone.
Oh no, I was repeating to her what you said.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I just missed like the last part. That's all.
Got you. No worries. All right. Well, let's just go around the panel then. So, would you rather have a soft life or a strong man?
I grew up traditional, so a strong man.
Okay, fair enough.
I rather a man take the lead, because that's how I seen it growing up. I mean, y'all can disagree with me, boo hoo ha, but that's how I seen it growing up.
I think a lot of people agree
Okay,
with you
fair
on
enough.
that one.
And Rumor, first question is, do you believe currently that you are wife material? Keep it. No, you're not.
No.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Oh, God, I'm after my girl.
And I know why. No, I'm joking. I don't know that.
I just feel like you have to work on yourself before you can work on something as a group. So I just feel like I'm young, yo. I'm not, you feel me? It's going to take time, like 5 years type shit, Time. I'm working on myself.
Okay, and then the next question is, would you rather live a soft life or have a strong man?
A strong man.
Strong man,
A strong
okay.
man will make you have a soft life.
Say it again.
I
Say that
agree
one more
with that.
time.
A strong man
You stole
will make
my
you
line. That's
have
what I
a
was going to
soft
say
life.
after y'all all went
Quote
around.
of the day.
Say that one more time, Uma.
A strong man will make you have a soft life.
I hear that. All right.
Stole my
Clock that
line,
T,
Romer.
because it's true.
You read my notes, Romer. No, I'm
No, I
joking. I'm joking. I have no notes. Chat. All right, let's go with you. So the first question is, do you believe you are currently wife material?
No.
And why not?
Personally, don't come after me, guys.
Keep it no
I'm gonna just
fugazi.
be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I personally feel like I have a lot to work on with myself, with my goals, with my career. I don't need no man holding me back. I don't need no man telling me, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. I don't need none of that. At the end of the day, it's my life. And if I want to be with a man, I'll be with a man. So I personally feel like at the moment, no. I'm not wifey material. I really could be if I wanted to, but there's no need for me to do that right now. He's not helping me what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do. He's not doing nothing. It's just me.
Okay, but you're single, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay,
But I'm
okay.
saying, like,
So-
if you know,
But what if you met a man that was? But never mind. You said that you're not wife material. So okay.
at the moment.
At the moment, do you think that you'll ever be wife material?
Hell yeah, definitely.
Do you
But
think
I
that
don't
you
need
can
to
be wife?
I don't need to be wife material right now.
Okay. Here's a question for you, because you want a stripper pole, right? You are.
Yes.
Do you think that a woman, generally speaking, not even you, but do you think that a woman can be wife material while being on a stripper pole?
No,
And why not?
because I personally feel as though if you want to be wifey material, then you got wifey duties that you need to do. You should not be shaking your ass or anything. The only thing you need to be shaking ass for is for your man only in that bedroom.
Could that same saying say to you right now?
What do you mean?
If you had a boyfriend?
Actually, my boyfriend's the one that told me to do this.
Yeah, he
Low
encouraged it.
standards. That's what we're talking
Low
about. Men
standards.
with low standards.
It's just low
And
standards.
due to my situation, this is the only thing I can do to do
I
what I
mean,
gotta do.
due to your situation, I respect that. But
yeah, but
if you didn't have this situation,
if I didn't have the situation, then no, because we tried our best to not put me in the situation. But at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to get your money and to survive.
I
and
agree.
That's what I'm doing at the moment. Do
Yeah.
I like doing this?
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
Yeah, I agree.
Do I want to just put my hands on every man that touches me? Yeah, of course. But the second that
Wait,
I
say
have
that-
the opportunity to
Wait,
stop
say that
this,
again.
then
You
I
said,
will.
do you want to put your
Hands
like
on every
meaning
man.
beat him up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because,
Respectfully, respectfully,
that-
sister,
wait,
there's
respectfully,
men, there's
sis.
men in the
Go
club.
ahead, I like this, go ahead.
There's men in the club that don't care about you or your feelings. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans, but they don't care. They see you as a stripper and a stripper only. So they will be aggressive with you. They will touch you in ways that you don't like. They don't
Sit
care
back.
what you say. So my thing is though, I don't like that and I don't tolerate that. I will get on they ass about it. So the second that I have the opportunity to stop doing this, I will stop that and continue what I want to do for my goals for the rest of
Let
my
me
life.
ask a question because we have 1, 2, 3 strippers on the panel, right? Okay. Is that something that y'all normally experience, men? Like you walking in the club and they just slapping your butt, you know, without
Yes.
you giving them permission?
Yes.
And when that happens, how do you feel?
It makes me a little angry, but I always put them in their place. Like you can't, just because I'm a stripper doesn't mean you can touch me like that.
Got you. So
Exactly.
like say even if you approach a man before you ask him for, you know, like a back dance or whatever y'all agree to the terms may be, is he just filling up on you without your permission and stuff? Does that happen?
Most, I won't say all, but most, yes.
Some
Most
of
of
them
the time.
actually do have respect. They'll ask us like, "Can I touch you? Is
Yeah.
this too rough? Is this too hard? What am I allowed to touch?"
Yeah.
Now
So-
those we give respect to those because they're actually respectful.
They're
but half
respecting.
the time it's always the men that don't have respect, especially
ahead,
the drunk
Rumor.
ones.
I just want to ask a question. Don't kill me. But like, as females, when y'all go into a strip club, do y'all ask the females, "Can I touch you? Can
yes.
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 I always, I'll
definitely
be like,
do.
hey, can
I
I
definitely
like,
do.
can I give you ones? Like, you know, or
Okay.
they come to me.
Let
They'll
me
come
ask
to me.
another question. If the man is attractive,
Okay.
and y'all walking in a strip club, just
Okay.
dancing and stuff, he's attractive, and he slaps your butt, does it hold just as much weight as if the guy wasn't attractive and he
I
slapped your
believe it
butt?
holds weight. I believe that no man without permission should touch you.
Got it.
I agree with you.
I agree.
So
I agree
even
with
if he's
both of y'all.
attractive,
I
even if
agree
he's
as
like your
well.
type, it's still like,
It
don't do
doesn't
that.
matter
It
how
just
much
matters
man-
about that.
it
It's the
doesn't-
principle.
It's
about
the
it at the end of
principle,
the
yeah.
day. It's
I
the
agree with you.
principle.
I feel like that shows how you treat women and how you look at women.
Okay, so what if Chris Brown is in a strip club that y'all work
It
at?
doesn't matter
And he
though.
walked by, and y'all walk by, and he smacked
Yeah,
your
it don't
butt.
even
doesn't
matter.
matter.
And
It
Ease, you
holds
know
matters.
why? This is interesting and this is telling, chat, because women know how degrading it is to be in a strip club and work there, but you guys still choose to work in that environment, and you know that men is going to disrespect you. They're not going to treat you good. You ladies know that. You even said that a woman, if she's a stripper, she's not wife material. So you know that the career path that you chose isn't valuable to you.
We know.
Meaning that, let me finish though.
So
Let me,
that-
yeah, real quick. Let me just land my plane.
Okay.
So what I'm saying here is you still choose to go into these fields where you know that is going to decrease your value in the eyes of men. Because one, they're disrespecting you. So obviously they don't really look at you that valuable if they're disrespecting you, right? Then you're doing disrespectful acts, meaning dancing on men and doing it for money, and they're giving you money. So you know that your value decreases when it comes to you being on a stripper pole. Just why you answered that a woman that's on a stripper pole shouldn't be married, but you still chose to go into this career path. So now I got this one question real quick, and pay attention. Since we can agree, now if you don't agree, let me know. But here's what it seems like we agree on. A woman that chooses the path to go into the strip club, her value, her sexual value in the dating marketplace, in a man's eyes, decreases. We're going to say we agree.
I can agree on that.
Okay.
But I do have something.
So real quick. I got it. Just hold your horses. I'm going to let y'all get it out. If you know that it decreases, here's the question next. When you stop stripping, do you think that you're still wife material even though you stop stripping?
Yes. If I stop being a bottle girl.
Hold on.
Think about it.
Hold on. Real quick.
Let
I'll let you go.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's it was on rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, go ahead.
She said, all right, go ahead.
I respect
Answer that question though. Do you think that the woman value decreases? Well, no. Do you think that the woman is wife material when she chooses to stop doing dancing at the strip club? So
if she changes her ways,
her ways.
Yes, I believe so. But I believe she's gonna have a hard time in the dating market because she's gonna have to tell her past. I believe so.
Okay, and do you think that even though it's in the past, do you think that her value is still lower because she used to be a stripper?
I believe the value is still the same, but she had to do it for the money. I mean,
well, look at this.
What if she had
well, pay attention to this.
Okay.
The woman started stripping.
Okay.
We all agreed that she chose to go. She chose to go into this career path. So from the male's eyes, her value decreased. When she gets out of that career path, her value is still low. It doesn't increase because she stopped doing it. It's still low. So what I'm saying is if the value is still just as low as when she was doing it in a man's eyes, because a man does care about a woman's past, right? So that means that is she still wife material? That's my question.
I believe it's 50-50. All right, it's 50-50. So
okay.
Yes and no. Yes, because she stopped it and she's changing her ways. She's probably, becoming holy again and stuff like that. Whatever she does. No, because you did do something. You did choose this path. I don't discriminate against dancers. I have friends that are dancers. Got friends in this panel that are dancers. But I feel like if you're trying to find a husband, he's going to judge you for your past. I feel like men judges you for your past. I really do.
Okay, so you would say that she's not wife material then, right?
I wouldn't say that, but it's 50-50.
I think that the only reason why you're not saying that is because you have friends that are strippers, so you have a biased view on it.
Yeah.
Don't be biased. Just be real with yourself. It's okay. We're not going to take it personal. We all have our personal.
No, but I'm being real with myself right now. I'm a bottle girl. I'm basically
bottle girls understand.
Yeah, I understand. You got to make your money. I got to make my money too.
Okay, but look at it from a guy's perspective. Not
From a
your
guy's perspective. I mean, certain men don't care though.
Let her.
I'm trying not to forget.
Yeah, go ahead. Say what you want to say.
All right, ask me the question.
So the question is, a woman that she stopped stripping, is she wife material?
No, she's still not wifey material.
And why?
Because when you begin the stripper life, I'm saying this right now, please mentally prepare yourself because it will mess you up in so many ways. You will forget who you are. At the moment, I forgot who I am and I'm trying to get myself back to who I was. So when you stop doing the stripper life, I don't claim myself as a stripper, I claim myself as a dancer because I ain't taking nothing off. And I feel like dancer is more respectful towards me. But just putting it up there.
Yeah, anyway, no matter how you bottle it up, men do it the same.
It depends. It all depends on how you take it after you stop going on towards your life. Now, if you stop doing it and you're going great with the rest of your life, like if you have a full-time job, you have kids or whatever, then okay. But if you stop doing it and then you just keep going downhill, then no. But you do
Okay,
have to get your mental together after you
So
stop.
you're saying that the only way the woman can be wife material
If
if
she get her shit
gets
together.
her
That's
stuff
what I'm
together.
saying.
Yeah.
So,
I
but
can
here's
agree
the
on
here's
that.
the thing though. If we can agree that, women are born with their value. Like, you live a much different experience, right? Like, you're born with your value, like, meaning that from man's view, you don't have to go out there. You don't even got to work out, really. If you just diet, have a good diet, you're going to be in good physical shape, generally speaking, most women. Now, there's some women that need to work out, but most women don't
I
really
disagree
need to
on
work
the
out.
diet part. You definitely need to work out. I
Yeah,
want your fat ass to the
I'm
gym.
saying, if
wasn't
you work on
finished.
your
Get your
diet,
fat ass to the gym.
Yeah, let me finish the point I'm making. What I'm saying is, if you have a good diet, then you are on a calorie surplus, you are on a calorie deficit, not a calorie surplus. So you're not gaining weight, you're not fat. That's what I'm saying, and you're eating healthy. But anyways, so women are born with their value, sexual value. From a man's eyes, most of you girls was getting a lot of attention from guys when you hit puberty. Once you hit in high school and stuff, you get a lot of attention from guys, a lot of male attention. And then when you're in college, you're able to attract, men that are 30, athletes, famous people. Generally speaking, women have the opportunity to not really go out there and there's no burden of performance on a woman. You just can be you, and men are going to be attracted to you. The male's experience is a little bit different, though. We have a burden of performance because women, you're complex creatures when it comes to what you're attracted to. You're attracted to a multitude of things. You want a complete package of the man.
And that is
men,
true.
we don't really, generally speaking, men don't really look for a complete package of a woman. That's what I'm saying.
I kind of
And
disagree
the
with
complete package is just different because our standards is lower than the woman's standards. So real quick, let me just finish my point. Since you are born with your value, your main job is to preserve your value. You got one job. It's to preserve your value, meaning that don't be a whore. Don't do any promiscuous stuff and be out there and putting yourself out there online so people can look at you in some crazy weird way. You got one job. It's very simple. You're born with the value, preserve it. Men, we live a different life, a hard life. Zero value, zero sexual value. Zero sexual value. We actually have to go out there and create our value so women can be attracted to us, generally speaking, right? So when we're having these conversations and we're saying that, well, she chose to be a stripper and you guys all agreed that her value decreased. So it doesn't matter if she does another career field like a lawyer or a doctor, or she just stops doing it and does something else. It doesn't matter because the man cares about her past. So her value decreased, whether she's doing it or
Why
not
do you
after
believe
that,
though?
it's still low.
Why do you believe that? Why do you believe that a man cares about a woman's past? Why do y'all care so much about our past?
Because
Go
I'll
ahead.
tell you
Something to say
why.
about that?
Yeah, real quick, she asked me. We care about the woman's past is because when we get married, who takes the last name?
We do.
You take our last name, right?
Yes.
So we care about the woman that's going to have our last name. We care about the woman that's going to have our children. So with that being said, we are trying to leave a legacy behind, and we don't want to leave a legacy behind with a woman that is for the streets, that has a bad reputation, because our name means something, right? Like if I have a good reputation, like my reputation, my slate is clean, but then I marry you and you have this checkered past, well, that can ruin my reputation. And my last name means something.
Could you say that?
So this is why a woman's past
go ahead,
matters.
Rumor.
I was just gonna give an example of Jonathan Major and what's her name, Megan Good.
Yeah,
That's a perfect example of what he was just saying. Like her being with him caused her to lose a lot of stuff because of what he did. I mean, like it's opposite roles, but I'm saying like being
could be
attached
like that
to a
too,
certain
yeah.
person, like
it can make you
lose a lot.
I do agree with that because
It's like the saying.
you've seen that a lot.
It's like the saying, birds of a feather flock together.
yeah.
Meaning, if she chisel holes, most likely she's a hole.
But
If he
like you
accepted
said-
a hoe, most likely he a weird nigga and he something going on with him and it's
What did you? A lot of men.
he's simping.
Wait, can I hear what you gotta say? I want to hear what you gotta say.
What I was trying to say, it is very important for each other to know about each other past, because you could leave anything out and that shit will come back in the future, and then you're like, oh, well, you didn't tell me this. Now, what I will say, with stripper life, videos, content, it don't matter what you're doing. It will always backfire you in the future, no matter what you got going on for yourself. You could be dating a businessman and he has a good opportunity coming up, and there's people that out there that will find any reason to destroy you. So if it comes out and they see that is you and you're with that man right there, he could lose his whole career.
It'd be like that.
It definitely is important. Not when y'all first start being in a relationship, when y'all first start talking. Go on the first day, be like, oh, this is somewhat of my past.
And ladies,
This is
actually,
some of
look,
the
let me ask y'all a
important
quick
stuff.
question real quick. If a dude had a checkered past of pedophilia,
That's
would you be with him?
Hell no. That's
Okay.
totally different. That's
Okay. So look, well, what I'm saying is,
Okay.
look, time out. I said that.
Okay.
Time out. Listen, I only said that to express to y'all that past does matter.
Wait, that's an
That's
extreme.
different,
Okay,
though.
wait. All right,
But look,
wait.
that extreme
Maybe
to
it's
y'all,
wrong.
that
Would y'all-
extreme to y'all is
It's
our extreme. That's the
right.
like.
Well, no, I was gonna say like,
It's
how would
equal.
y'all feel if like y'all found out the guy was like buying coochie? Like, would y'all still like feel the same, like as if, because that's equivalent to like in my
No.
eyes the stripper life, like on both playing fields.
Nah,
Like, I
nah.
don't
What's
do-
equivalent is what I said.
crazy though. That's like
Well, listen,
Some dancers don't
this.
do that.
Listen,
Some
No,
dancers-
I said the guy. How would you feel? Like, do you feel like his value decreases because
Yes,
he pays
his
for
value
coochie?
decreases. I believe that a guy values decreases regard if he cheats or lies or anything. I don't care.
Wait. Cheating?
Yes.
You don't even want a man that can, you wouldn't choose a man that can't cheat.
I don't want a man that
Time
cheats.
out. You wouldn't choose a man that can't cheat. Not that is cheating, but that can't cheat.
Can I cheat? Why would I want my man to cheat?
Okay, but my question is, would you choose a man that can't cheat?
Yes, because he can't cheat.
Meaning that he's not attractive enough to get other options. That means that you're not even attracted to this nigga.
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying that if he's attractive, regardless.
What I'm saying is
Or
this.
when you say
men,
won't cheat,
yeah,
he ain't gonna cheat. Why?
no,
Listen.
I think what he's saying is like,
ladies, this is what I'm saying. You don't want a man that can't cheat, meaning that most men don't have the ability, not most, but it is a huge majority of men, they don't have any options. They don't really have the ability to cheat, right? But you guys don't even choose those guys. Like the guy at McDonald's, the guy at Walmart that you walk by, like those guys you don't give them a chance at all. But the guys that you don't give a chance, they actually are the ones that's going to be faithful because they don't have any choice but to be faithful. But you actually only choose the attractive men. If you're attracted to him, she's attracted to him, she's probably attracted to him. Maybe she thinks he's average, right? So I'm saying that you're choosing men that can cheat, which means that if you know that the man has the ability to cheat, you actually do want a man not to cheat, but that can cheat. So when you're saying that a man's value decrease, if he does cheat, well, to you it decreased because I was with you, but I wasn't with her, so it's the same.
I still believe. So you think your value?
wait, is that if she knows about it?
Even if she know about it, she gonna
How you
be.
feel about if the woman
Y'all
like?
homegirls be plotting on y'all.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
why would you think it would change?
Ding
another
ding ding
female's
ding ding.
viewpoint?
She got the right answer.
That wouldn't change another female.
Speaking of Mike
viewpoint.
Rimmer.
It would change your viewpoint, not another female.
Yeah, because
No, no.
for
Rumor's
that.
right. Like,
No cap. I have to agree with that. Your
Uh,
homegirls do be plotting on you, yo. Like,
Yo,
straight up.
let's move it along. Ease
That's
over.
why I have
You want to move it along right to the question because we got so many
She's
chats coming in.
Yeah.
We got a lot coming in, so let's move it along.
yeah.
You answered, and for your answer, would you rather have a soft life or a strong man?
I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather have a strong man. One, because what she said. Second, I feel like I've been independent my whole life, and I would love to have a strong man to take that stress off my shoulders, so I can live peacefully while he does all the hard work. I mean, I'm not gonna give him everything. Like, I'll do hard work too, but I just feel as though like at some point I would like a man to just rub my feet for me. So.
Okay. Hey, everybody that's tuning in on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. We're going to go ahead and close down the Facebook stream now. We got a lot of people on Facebook, so come on over to YouTube, all of the Facebook people. We already got 5.9K views on Facebook, so come on over to YouTube. That's No Fugazee Podcast on YouTube, and I'm going to go ahead and close that out right
Wait, can I ask you a
now.
question? Did you say that you wouldn't choose a man because he cheated before?
No, that's
Oh,
not what I
I was
said.
about to say, wait,
Listen, I don't listen.
I had walked away. That's why.
Listen, this is how I see
I don't
it.
do privacy.
Just that his value decreases.
His value decreases, and like y'all said, a woman value decreases, a man value decreases. But I feel like men think that they're
But that's why
It's
I
either
said-
increase and display
Yeah.
at
That's
the
why I
same
said what
time.
I said. It would decrease in your eyes, not the next female. So like you can.
Yeah,
you
the
can be
next
like,
woman
he
thinks-
In
cheated
your
on me.
eyes, it'll decrease,
Oh,
not
he
in the next
cheated on
chick.
me. His value decreased, but to the next female is the same. Like his value did not go any lower. It's still the same.
I think it
could
depends
see-
on the female because personally, if I know, or not gonna lie, how many guys are in your messages that have girlfriends or wives?
A lot of them.
Right?
A lot of them do.
Well, that's a different metric.
What do you
Okay.
think about
So I
that?
think that when you would see that the man's value is low if he was married or he had a girlfriend or something like that and he was cheating, you would look at him as not so valuable. We're speaking about if the guy is like if you're interested in that guy.
Okay, I
Like
gotcha.
meaning that like y'all talking and you find out that he cheated on his ex, like you're not gonna look at him differently, or even before you started talking to him, right?
So a different like dynamic.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
different. Like he cheated in the past and stuff like that.
You
That's what we're
probably
saying.
be like, oh, he cheated.
But you are right about that
well,
first
if
point.
Yeah, I
he-
see
Yeah.
that. I'm
You
like,
still give it a chance, but
would
you
I-
still,
why would
if
I-
you probably like, he might cheat on me next.
Yeah, but his value in your eyes didn't decrease. Maybe the girl he cheated on, yes, but not yours.
And also, Marissa, the only reason why the man's value in your eyes decreased when you was talking to him and you found out that he had a girl or he was married, the only reason why his value decreases is because you know that there will never be anything long term with you, meaning that he won't put you in the first place because he already got someone in first place. So it's like, well, you already got someone, so yeah, it's not going to ever be anything serious. It'll only be sex. So yes, there's no value here.
Well, also too, like I said, I grew up in a traditional home, which
Yeah.
means like we are religious, so we are Christian, and it's just, it says multiple times in the Bible that a man should be faithful to his wife. So I think that's where I
From a Christian
personally-
perspective, that's different. Yeah, I
Yes,
agree.
and I think that's where I just get like so turned off
Because-
when that happens.
Because if you date him, you know he's gonna do the same thing to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That part right there.
So that's the main thing for you. Like it would have been different if he was single, talking to multiple girls, but
Yes. Yeah.
if he was in an actual relationship in your eyes, you'd be like, it's only a matter of time because
Yeah.
he does that to me. How you get him
Exactly.
is how you found him.
I was just about to say that.
Yep. That is a good. I like that.
And
line.
the
That's a good
opposite
point.
too. How you get her is how you find her.
Yeah, how you get him is how you
Okay,
lose him. My
Marissa,
bad.
let's
Yeah.
go with the question for you. So first question is, do you believe you're currently wifey material,
Yes, I do.
and why?
I do because
You're the first one.
I honestly, other than
You're not on
my
that stripper pole.
values, I'm not.
Have you ever been on a stripper pole?
I have not.
Well, she's the oldest one here
About
too.
to judge you by your
offense.
past.
No, I
But
am.
like she's
It's
the
not-
oldest one here. Also, we're all like young 20s.
Well, actually, if you think about it,
Yeah, she grew up in a
nope.
different
But
household.
look, actually, if you
That
think about it,
too.
y'all all in the 20s. If she was in her 20s, her value would be even higher. So she would,
Whoa,
she would,
whoa.
she would even,
I'm
she would really be wifey material if she was younger.
You
Like
think-
it'd be an extra plus in a man's eyes. Yeah.
Wait,
That sounds
did you
so,
say that
like-
if she was in her 20s, her value would be higher?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
because the older
Just
a woman
to-
gets,
in a man's eyes, that's what we're speaking
because
about.
especially when it comes to having kids, the older a woman gets, the less eggs she has. So the more riskier the pregnancy will be for her. Not saying that it's not impossible for her to get pregnant. You know, anything is possible. But, you know, if a guy wants a woman to marry and to have kids with, ideally, it's best for him to date a younger woman because she's more fertile. The babies, you know, will be more healthy. The older woman gets, there's a higher chance for the kids to have complications, less healthy.
So do you truthfully, honestly believe like people from like 20 to like
Yeah,
20
yeah.
are
Listen.
marriage material though?
Her value is higher than y'all's now because she's not on a stripper pole. So if she was younger, it would definitely be higher than y'all's.
So what's the difference between like the bottle girls, the bartenders, and the strippers?
There's a big difference.
There's a huge difference.
There's a big
There's some differences there.
The only difference
There's
between
differences
all of
between
that
that.
is one is showing more skin than the other.
I was about to say,
Well,
like,
well,
I
no,
feel like we all.
it's not just the more
I
skin.
make my money though. I don't care.
One is being degraded. The one-
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I bartend at an event center, so I do like a lot of concerts. Like Big Sean was there.
Okay,
Richard Gibbons was there,
you
and I'm not,
bartend. You're a bartender. You're not a bottle girl. You know there's a difference.
No, it's just like a.
Well, she the ring girl.
Right.
Okay, let me ask you, at your job, do you
But I don't
still get disrespected and degraded by men?
No.
Well, you don't have to be. It doesn't matter.
No, it's 50-50
Look, there's gonna
for
be-
me
there's gonna be-
sometimes,
there's
but
going to
most of
be-
the time, no.
There's going to be crappy men wherever.
Right.
Everywhere, so
I
you
agree
don't
with
have to
you.
be. You could be a woman that's fully clothed.
Yes,
there's
yes,
a,
I
there's
agree
a chance
with
you're gonna
you.
get disrespected.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And the
But
church is crazy. You could have used any example but the church.
Any woman
Oh,
can
the
get
priests, though, the
disrespected.
Catholic priests, they're
yeah, it doesn't matter where.
questionable.
It doesn't matter where you're at or what you're
How
doing.
would you feel if your wife was getting disrespected, but she's not like any of those? Was
I
she
mean,
just a
obviously
regular
that'd be
nerd?
unfortunate, but you know.
I mean, technically, though, as women, we are already like sex symbols, so that disrespect is already kind of floating our way.
It's
but
automatic
if we
for
go
some
into certain fields, it do get more intense. I can say that, yes.
Okay. Where were we with the question? Oh yeah, and then the other question is: so you do feel like that you are wife material, and then the next question is: would you rather live a soft life or a strong? Wait, what is it?
Strong man. Soft
Okay,
life.
so yeah, would you rather have a soft life or a strong man?
So I'm gonna go. I like what you said a lot. A strong man will leave you to live a soft life, and that is very much true.
That's
That
the
is
quote
true.
of the
It is.
month.
That is true. All right. So she's well. We're not done yet. Let's see if she's wife material. We didn't forget about you over there. I know you quiet. You could speak. First question: do you currently think that you are wife material?
No,
Oh, okay. Why not?
it's just not in my interest.
Oh, you're not even looking to be married right now.
Nah.
Okay. All
In
right.
the future.
In the
Yeah.
future. And would you rather live a soft life or have a strong man?
A strong man.
All right, cool. All right, and before I get to the next super chats, ladies, any questions before
Yeah,
we
I
move on?
have a question
Sure.
for y'all men.
All right.
I just want to know personally.
Okay.
I'm just tired of this. So if you met someone, right?
Yeah.
And she likes you a lot, and y'all, to her, she thinks y'all are talking, right? And she goes to you, communicate, be like, hey, are we talking? Are we friends with benefits? Like, what are we doing? Because let's say y'all fucking all the time, y'all do couple shit, but at the end of the day, you're like, oh, we just chilling. Why do y'all do that? Like, what's y'all main reason for doing that? I want to know.
Ease, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All men got different answers, so I
Got
just
you.
need to know.
Okay.
I usually be winning too.
He did. You won the last one. You did win it. He won a couple times in a row, actually. So here's what I'll say. What you're proposing here is men dating women, but not elevating them to relationship level. They're just friends with benefits.
But that's the thing, though.
And you want to know why.
Yeah, why? Not like friends with benefits. Like, she's communicating. She's giving him everything that he wants in a,
Is he
in a
smashing?
relationship. Huh?
Is he smashing?
Of course he's
It's
smashing,
friends with
yeah.
benefits. It's not a relationship though, right?
They act like it.
They act like it,
Y'all
but
act like y'all in a relationship, and she tries to communicate to figure out what y'all are, so she knows her role. So she communicates,
I'll tell you.
but he's not really communicating or giving her that answer.
I got you. So let's just reverse it real quick. This is what's going to help you out with answering this question. You got guys in a friend zone?
No,
You don't got no guys that you have in your friend zone?
no, I don't talk. I don't like people.
Have you ever had a guy in your friend zone?
One time,
Okay. That one time that you had a guy in a friend zone, do you think that he wanted to have sex with you?
he wanted more than that.
He even wanted more than that, but he
Yeah.
was in a friend zone. And during this time, he was communicating with you. He was doing things for you and expressing interest.
He would communicate, and that's about it. I didn't let anything get any further.
Okay, so got it. So you didn't even allow things to get further because you didn't view him like that.
I didn't view him like that, and I didn't view him as a friend. I didn't want nothing to do with him.
Got it. So here's what I'm saying. In that dynamic of a woman communicating with the man, giving the man sex, but the man isn't giving her a relationship, what I'm saying
it's
is
more than the sex, though.
Well, I say communicating, it's sex.
More than
It's in a man's eyes, how much more than it is that?
It's like
What else is the woman doing?
she's
She said they're doing
besides
couple
sex.
stuff.
They
yeah,
doing
do
couple stuff. They going
stuff.
out. Okay, great. Here's what I'm saying. They're going out, but the man isn't giving you the title of a relationship.
Why though?
Or the
I'm
talking
good to that.
stage. He's not giving no type of title.
Okay,
it's just
I
yeah,
got you.
like,
He just chilling. So listen,
she
ladies.
has a mixed emotions and confused because she don't know what's going on.
Got you, ladies. Your guys that's in the friend zone, they feel the same way that you feel right now when you're talking to a guy that's clapping cheeks, but he's not elevating you to
nobody
relationship
clapping my
status.
cheeks.
I'm speaking in general, ladies. So if a man is clapping cheeks and you're doing girlfriend stuff and boyfriend stuff, but he's not giving you that title, he has you in sex zone.
Okay.
And that's the equal opposite equivalent to friend zone. So when you put guys in friend zone, right, you are extracting time, attention, and resources usually. And that guy is wondering, well, like, what are we? Like, does she like me? Is she ever gonna give me a real chance? He's thinking about all of these things to try to like clap cheeks, but you're not giving him no opportunity to clap cheeks. It's the opposite to you. You're thinking like, is he ever gonna, commit to me? Is he ever gonna really make me his girlfriend? Is like, but in his mind, he's like, he doesn't view you like that, right? Just like you don't view your guy friends sexually. That man that's clapping cheeks doesn't view you like that for a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very simple.
And what's your answer? No, I respect your answer.
Okay,
I
go ahead.
completely understand that, but I just want to know his answer
Sure.
too.
Well, guys will always try to get the most out of a woman without trying to get into a relationship. But it depends on the guy's intention. If the guy does want a relationship, he'll make it clear. Like if you're talking to a dude, you guys do a couple stuff, and you hit him with the "what are we?" He's gonna be like, "Yo, you're my girl." Like,
But that's the thing,
What if
though.
he hits
Guys
you with
don't
that
do
and breaks
that.
up with you like
Guys
3 months,
don't
4
do
months
that,
later though?
They don't do that. Oh, you're my girl. Like if he's on if y'all together doing couple stuff and his friend call, he'll be like, oh yeah, I'm with my friend.
Yeah, because y'all didn't make it official. That's
But that's
why.
the thing,
It's
though.
that
Say,
simple.
but
She's
what if
trying
he
to say I'm
figure
with
it
my
out?
girl and he leaves you right afterwards. That makes
Well, that's
no
because you did
sense.
something wrong. That you're not telling us stuff. You're not telling us.
You
you're not
speaking
telling us
real
nothing.
personal right now. Why?
Right.
I have a question.
I'm not speaking nothing personal.
But anyway,
I have a question.
so hold on,
Wait,
real
let
quick.
him finish
So
the
yeah,
question.
guys will try to get the most out of a woman that he can. If he sees that he can do all these couple stuff without actually being officially a couple, he's gonna do that. If his intention is to be with you, and when you try to get clarification, like, hey, we've been dating for X amount of time, we've been doing this, what are we? If his intention is to be in a relationship with you, he's gonna make it be clear, like, yo, look, I want to be in a relationship with you. I want X, Y, and Z, whether it's kids, match, he'll let you know. But if you're asking him, hey, what are we? And you guys are doing couple stuff, and he's still not saying, like, yo, I want you to be my girl, then he don't want you to be his girl. It's just that
Yeah,
simple.
that goes out for the nonchalant guys. I'm just putting it out there.
So, I mean, it's human nature to take the easiest path to success, right?
It is.
And it's not just human nature. All human beings, we want to take the easiest path to success. So what's successful to a man when he's dealing with a woman? When he has sex. So once the dude clap cheeks, ladies, like he already won, mission complete. It's up to you to add value outside of sex to try to retain that man and try to actually get a relationship. So the faster you give up sex, the faster you have to add value outside of sex in order to get a relationship, right? It's 2025. It's a modern day world. Y'all ain't virgins, so you don't have to make a man wait. You can make a man wait, but you don't have to. It's all about, one, having some discernment to choose a man that's worthy and choose a man that embodies the values and things that you want. When you find that man, if you have sex with him, just know, once you have sex, immediately add value outside of sex.
Like what value do you think that a woman should add?
What
Outside
value?
of
What
sex.
value? That's a good question for y'all.
Yeah.
So, what value do a woman bring? Let's go around the panel. Let's start with you, and then we go to Marissa and everyone else. What value does a woman bring outside of sex? Start
I
with
feel
you.
like
Just
I'ma
give me
just say
one.
me
Just give me one, and we're gonna
personally.
go around. Give us one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say communication for real.
Okay,
That's
go
like
ahead,
my-
Marissa.
I was gonna say family, but that you have to have sex to have a family.
But no, that was fine. A value outside of sex.
Meaning.
Ah, yeah.
No, she's right. Look,
Yeah,
after,
yeah.
after
Okay.
you guys
Go
have
family.
sex, after you have sex with a guy.
Don't get the answer. Let's get their answer.
Oh yeah, no. Like what can you bring to the table that's gonna make him want to stick with you
Stick
and be in a
with you.
relationship with you?
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm gonna have to take a second to answer that because I personally, this is probably, I don't like to indulge in that if I'm not like boyfriend.
Okay, let
girlfriend
me
with
change
somebody.
it. So let's say you're talking to a guy
Okay.
and you make it official. No. You're talking to a guy.
Right.
You have sex,
Okay.
right? And you want to be in a relationship with him.
Right.
What are you going to do to keep him? What are
Okay.
you going to do?
To get that title of a relationship.
Yes.
Or marriage, whatever it may be.
Correct.
Yeah. And what you said communication, trash. What about you?
Because
Oh,
us
that's
ma-
not trash. That's half of the time. They always
Listen,
complain
I'll be
about,
honest.
oh, there's no communication.
I'll be honest. Listen, we don't even want you to speak, so we don't even care about communication. Less is more. We don't even want to barely hear your voice. Just be in a corner somewhere, stay quiet, listen to me, cook me some food,
See, that's
and
what
give me
makes me not
sex.
wanna do it.
That's not, nah, I'm
That's
cool
what make
on
me
that.
not wanna
Listen,
do it.
that's
Beep,
just
beep,
men. We don't ask for a lot. Listen, and this is why y'all single, because y'all don't understand men. Y'all do not understand.
I'm
We
gonna
are
be a
simple.
housemaid.
No, listen, ladies,
guys
listen.
aren't simple.
We are simple. We're not complex. You don't even know what a man wants. You don't even know what you need to do to add value outside of sex to retain your man.
Can I
I just told you, me personally and generally, I got you, Rumor, 1 second. We're simple. You talking about communication. Communicate what?
Yeah, communicate your feelings,
No,
yes,
keep your
yes.
feelings. Listen, feelings is a you problem. I don't know how you feel. I can't freaking read your mind. If you don't have the ability to regulate your own emotions, then god dang, go back to your father because he ain't do his job. Go back to your mother because she ain't do her job.
I never had a dad.
did a great job.
I never had a dad.
Yeah, I know. And I'm not speaking personally to you because I know your situation. I'm speaking in general, right? It's love over here, of course. What I'm saying is, I want to get y'all answer, but listen to what I'm saying. Just by you saying communication lets me know that you don't understand a man. Because communication, it's like, what do you mean by communication? Of course you're going to speak to us while we're watching Netflix and we're going to have conversations. But if you're speaking to us, and when a woman is speaking to us about her feelings and stuff, we internalize that as she's being nagging. You don't have the ability, chick, to regulate your own emotions. So not only do I gotta protect and provide, I gotta help you with your mental, with your mentality.
It's more than the feelings. It's about communicating about what they want. How are they feeling? What's going through their mind?
I just told you,
about
sex sandwiches and submissiveness.
No,
We-
you'd be surprised. Men want
Look,
more than
in
that.
our mind, look, it goes
Believe
like
men's
this.
mentality
Our mind
is
goes like
that.
this: sports, work, gym, and sex.
So I have a question.
Food in there too.
And I understand that, like, simple, and I totally agree.
Yeah.
Like, very simple. And it is Men's Mental Health Month, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Shout out to
Yeah.
that.
Definitely is.
But listen, I know, like, and that's
Panty boys out there.
see, okay, but listen. I say that because coming to committing, I don't know. I guess I can't say the word.
Wait, what? So you can say it.
Like,
Offing yourself.
yeah, offing
Sushi.
yourself.
Sushi. We said we have it as
Sushi,
sushi.
offing yourself, however you want
Okay.
to put it. More males. It's like 70, I think it's like 65 or 70% of males.
Yeah. Commit sushi.
Yeah,
Commit
exactly.
sushi.
So
Yeah.
more males
Yeah.
than females do.
Yeah,
And so if there's, not, so I think you guys are more complex than, you're giving yourself credit
No,
for.
we're actually the reason. Okay, there's
Men-
many
I feel like Men
reasons.
should express their feelings because their mental health.
I got you.
Men
So
should
there's. Go ahead,
express
Issa, yeah.
men should express their feelings, but not to women, to other men,
I was gonna
because
say that they do talk and they
Yeah.
do express their
because
feelings and they
because
do
men
talk about
un-
stuff, but just not
because
to us.
men
Right.
understand men. We all go through the same struggles unless you were born rich, but a woman does not know the male experience. A woman doesn't know what men go through as men.
Right. So why do you
So,
think more
that's
males
why-
are, doing that
Sushi.
over? Yeah.
Women.
Because they don't have a good circle of male friends that they could go and
Yes,
talk to.
and I agree with that.
You know,
and that's the problem.
there are some
women don't
guys
listen.
that feel like they're not allowed to be vulnerable and they're not allowed to express themselves. They are allowed to. It's just who you be vulnerable to and who you express yourself to.
Okay.
You know,
That
so
makes sense.
men need to understand that, hey, you can be vulnerable, you can express how you feel, but it's who you do it to, and you should do it to other men,
But
not
what if
women.
other men doesn't accept that? What if they
That's
call
why you
you
got
weak?
it right. Right, you
stuff?
got men have to find that group of men that they can go to and speak and be able to be vulnerable and express their struggles and issues with.
And also, ladies, you're viewing things. You're viewing the male's mind like yours. We have a totally different brain than yours. We don't. Our brain doesn't operate the same.
You guys do hide like some stuff that you're going through.
Yeah, let me finish
From
my
you.
point though. Right. So men, we deal with our struggles differently than you. Like when you got some demons in your head and you're
Yeah.
stressing and having some anxiety, you go see a shrink, you want to speak to somebody and you want to talk it out. We don't operate like that. We don't really need to talk things out in order for us to better our mental. For us, it's more like
Playing the game.
No, it's no playing video games. That's the opposite. For us, it's different. Men have to find their purpose. And when a man is on their purpose, he overcomes his traumas and adversities by being on his purpose, by working, by getting in the gym, becoming a better version of himself.
Yes.
Usually, most of the problems that men experience in this life is because of his own inadequacies, his own deficiencies, his poor choices that he made in his life. So what I'm saying is, as a man, in order to have a strong mind, you got to have a strong body. And
I
normally
agree
that
with
comes
that.
from discipline.
Yes.
Right? That comes from discipline.
I agree with
So not only that though, this world that we created, it was built for women. Like men, we live an entirely different experience than y'all ladies live. Remember, we have a burden of performance. Like think about this. Y'all don't want to procreate with us unless we perform. We will procreate with y'all and y'all don't have to perform. And by performing, I mean that you actually have to, men, we actually have to go out there and compete with other men in the marketplace and make more money, become attractive, become more charismatic, talk to more women so we can be confident or whatever it may be, right? We actually have to go out. We have a burden of performance to perform, meaning that we need to become a better version of ourselves. But guess what? Most men would just accept you how you are. You get what I'm saying? So in order for us to procreate, we actually have to be better. There's a statistic. Men between the ages of 18 and 30 is either a virgin or haven't had sex in a year.
Really?
Yes.
What were
And
the
that's
ages?
and
How
that
many
percent
percentage?
is
How many percentage?
that percent is I got the percent actually right
No, because
here.
I'm very curious about that because it is a male epidemic
'Cause it
right now, like a
changed.
male lonely epidemic. Sadly, you know.
Yeah, it's a group of men called MGTOW, men going their own way.
Okay, so a third of men under 24 has no sex with, haven't had sex within a year. So a third of men,
Oh wow.
a third of men under the age of 24 has not had sex in an entire year. And then 26% of men under the age of 30 are virgins. That's 26% of men under the age of 30 are virgins. So this shows you that, we live an entirely different experience. Like we're a virgin, not by choice. Like a man is a virgin, usually not by choice. It's like generally speaking, men aren't choosing to be virgins. They're virgins because women don't want them, right? You're not virgins because you chose it, unless you've been raped, but that's that one exception to the rule. But you're not virgins because you actually chose it. You can have sex every day if you wanted to, because you hold the key to sex. Men, we ain't got no shorty or chicks after.
We do hold the key to sex. I do admit that.
So
As a
I say
woman,
all of
yes,
that
we
to say
do.
that plays
Because
into the
we have
mental
the
health.
pussies.
All of this plays into the mental health of the man. We have a burden of performance in the dating marketplace to perform. Not only that, we have just a burden of performance in society. Like, if we are a bum, like, our
guys get treated
family isn't
differently.
even looking at us like
You
that.
guys
We're
do
going to
get
be
treated differently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to be treated differently by society.
Yes.
So when it comes to male mental health, we can say like, oh, well, men need some space. For sure. Men need some men's spaces so they can
Yes.
speak to one
That
another
is
and come
important.
together and things like that. But most of it, I hold these spaces with men and we get together and we speak and stuff like that. Usually it's all about work. We get together with men and we work out together. Get together with men and we're speaking about solutions. When y'all having mental problems, women are okay with just venting and talking about the problem.
Not
Men,
us.
we're different. We don't want to
yeah.
vent and we don't just want to talk about the problem. When
want-
ease comes to me, or if I go to ease, we're looking for solutions.
Yes.
Solutions to our problem,
Women
not
are
just a
different.
vent.
We just like to vent and just get over it. You guys are different because you guys have to find a solution to get over it.
That's
Facts.
where my other word? Okay.
Facts.
No, that's facts. That is true facts.
And that's how it is today, especially. Like, a lot of men are depressed, but you don't know it. Because
Yeah.
they haven't found a male group to even accept them.
Correct.
There's
But
your
you
new
can't
side
talk
quest,
to,
Julie.
no offense to all women, some women you can't even talk to because they're going to downgrade your depression and stuff.
They're gonna judge you.
They're gonna judge you,
Or
yes.
throw it in your face in an
Oh, yeah,
argument.
Yeah,
yes,
that
yes,
part. That
yes,
part.
they will throw it
Or
in your
look
face.
at you as a weak man because you
Yeah, some of
you
them-
opened up one time.
Yep, and I agree.
be the
Some of
law.
them,
Stay
some
leaning
of
back
them will
like
look
that.
at you like a weak man, and it's just that's not sis.
Y'all women need to fix that for
Yeah,
real.
some of
That's
y'all
not
women
good.
definitely need to fix that,
That's
yo.
not
I
good.
could definitely vouch for the throwing in your face. I've been called a liability. I've been called all types of things. So yeah.
Yeah,
can
but
vouch for
I also
Dan, the mic.
I have to admit.
Yeah, women definitely.
I have to admit, when I was in my old relationships, I did throw it in the man's face about his traumas and stuff.
See
that
what I'm
was
saying?
no, but that was the old me. Now I learned, and I'm changed.
I can't do that.
I can't, but I
Yeah,
can't.
I could never.
I don't have the heart
I
for
don't.
that.
Yeah,
I would
I could
never
never
want that
throw
stuff in me.
nothing like that in your face. I don't know if it's because I go through stuff or I've been through stuff, but I could never take something like that so vulnerable and throw that back in somebody's face. And I
That's
hate
just
that
not
women
wrong.
do that.
If you
I
don't
think
want
that's so
that,
weird.
if you don't want it done to you, then don't do it to somebody else.
And yeah,
Don't
that's
do
how
that.
I'm saying. That's
'Cause
what I'm
that's
saying.
not fair.
It's
people
fucked
go
up.
people go through a lot of stuff in life, and if they really trust you enough
But
to
I was
tell you
young.
their deepest secret, and then you go and you tell other people or you bash that in their face, you need some serious help.
Yeah, women
Don't
are
deal
all
with
about
people.
gossip and innuendo and trying to destroy one another's character or a man's character.
Facts.
But let's move on to another question. Did we finish that question?
No, just move on. To
Oh
another.
Come
no.
on, say all
Oh
women.
no,
I'm about to
you
say,
answered it,
we've
right?
been on
Or you
that
didn't answer that? The
question
strong
for
man or
that
strong
long.
woman?
No, she answered.
You did answer. Okay. We got oh yeah, you had asked the question. That was the thing. And yeah, we already answered your question. We got BG sends in $10. Appreciate the support. He says women don't even know what they want to wear or for what they want for dinner. How they gonna pick the final decision? That
Not
is
too much.
facts.
I know what I want for dinner. That ain't hard.
That is facts. We got Yo Boy Liam sends in $2. W Studio Cooley. This looks official. Appreciate you, bruh. We got Yo Boy Liam again sends in $5. If you're not a feminist, which is cap, then would you agree that men are superior than women? Okay, yeah. Show of hands. Show of hands. Do you agree that do you agree that men are superior than
Yes.
women?
I do.
Absolutely, I do.
That's
Who says no? These two over here?
I'm like in between.
I'm in between.
Okay,
Yeah.
and which ways are women superior than men? If men are superior,
I think we hold.
or are we equal?
I feel like we're more like logical in certain things.
Women,
I feel like,
logical.
yeah.
Wait, hold on, pause, because even in
There's a lot of
HR,
pick-me
the
women.
logic, he's a man. He's a man. I just want to paint a picture for you that is so unlike, that's way off. You can't even, logic and women don't even.
yeah, that's an
That's-
oxymoron.
yeah.
It's like
Don't
saying
even
you.
go
It's like
together.
saying you fat and skinny at the same time.
I feel like I'm.
Oh, Lizzo just.
I'm
said that.
logical. I don't know about y'all. There's some pick me women out here that aren't logical.
No,
but
it definitely
Pick
is.
me women.
there's pick me
You
women
said
every
pick-
day.
Pick me women are the most logical. Wait, what? Wait, how do you describe a pick me woman?
Yeah, what's a pick me woman to you, ladies?
Pick me woman to me is she judges like even if she has the same I can't even say it. The same mindset.
Ideologies?
Ideologies,
thank you.
okay.
Thank
As a
you.
woman.
She's still gonna disrespect you, degrade you. She gonna be like, "Oh, you're not like me. This and that and the third.
It's all about her.
It's all about me." No, I agree with you. Like straight up, I agree with you.
Wait, wait.
But
Is
you're
that
not
a
gonna.
pick me or an attention
What do you mean?
seeker?
What is a pick me?
Yeah, what is a
a
pick
pick me
me?
woman?
Yeah.
She caters to
To the man, right?
Not man too much. Nah,
No,
not
that's literally what a pick me is.
That's what pick me means.
Like a person who
Will
feeds
do
off of male
anything.
attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, feed off
That's
of
a
male
pick me.
attention.
But
That's
what you just described was more so an attention seeker, not necessarily a pick
Yeah.
me girl.
Well, pick me girl and attention seeker is the same way. That's how I see it personally
No.
for me.
But
No,
you
well-
describe something with other
Depends
women.
on the
a pick me
situation.
is going
It,
to
yeah, it
be-
depends on the
Depends on the
situation.
situation, to be honest.
It does depend
Yeah,
on the situation.
ladies, y'all got word definitions. A pick me is a woman that acquiesces her behaviors to get a man. That's a logical woman. The dumb woman is like, I'm independent. I don't need no man, but then you still desiring a man. And you wondering why niggas is clapping cheeks and ain't wifing you up or giving you any true commitment. Because you not thinking logical, you thinking from your feelings, and logic is out the window. And yeah.
But y'all said some of y'all said y'all aren't wifey material. What do y'all mean by that? I want to go back to that real quick. What do
Yeah.
y'all mean by that?
I feel like
yeah, let's run through the chats real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Let's run through the chats.
Run through the chats real quick.
Okay, we got okay, that was
I have a
that one.
question
We
about
got
that.
Word Unboxes and $10. Appreciate you. Women don't realize our bodies are physically not meant for longevity of male role activities. Temporarily, sure. Long term, you'll age badly. Cortisol issues. Learn to conquer and enjoy femininity.
Oh my God, that's
Concur
English.
and enjoy femininity. Okay,
That was for the women.
that was for the women.
Yeah, we didn't
I think
I
we
mean,
need to go
that-
to the
Women
next
can't
topic.
physically handle like.
So no, y'all didn't
Gave
understand,
me an
ladies. Y'all
answer,
didn't
so-
understand because he was speaking about when we were speaking about feminism and women in the workforce and stuff like that. You were saying that, or someone was, I think it was you. You were saying that it's not equal because something about construction. I guess it was
Yeah,
you.
it was me. It was me. It was me.
One of y'all, and he's just saying like, women, you're not physically
Yo,
built like a man, so you're going, if you want to even get into those fields of being a construction worker or doing offshore drilling, I mean, you can do it. They'll definitely choose you because they're trying to be more inclusive and bring women in, but it's going to be hard on your body. That's what he's saying. You're going to feel some bad consequences for doing certain labor jobs that men do. We got Bees Life says in $10. What's one non-negotiable in your relationship expectations? And how do you handle being submissive in a relationship while staying independent?
start with Pink.
Start with Pink. So first question is, what's one non-negotiable in your relationship?
Like one thing you're not tolerating at
One thing
all.
you're
Yeah,
not gonna tolerate.
Not tolerating. Not discussing like what's the person's sexual orientation. Like,
So between you and your man, like what is one thing that you will not tolerate?
Wait, she just
Yeah,
said
not
sexual orientation. What do you mean by sexual
Yeah,
orientation?
that's what I meant. Like what do you?
I wouldn't tolerate like if nowadays people aren't honest.
What, like if they're a man or a woman?
Yeah, or if
Oh,
they're
Or if
like,
they're gay or straight?
yeah, all of that.
Okay, there we go.
Sexuality.
So yeah,
Yeah.
say it with your chest. You don't want no gay niggas. Say that. I'm not tolerating no homosexuals. This no Fugazee. You can say it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next question. She don't want no homosexuals, chat. Fair enough. The next question is, how do you handle being submissive? Well, would you say that? Well, yeah, this could be a question for you. How would you handle being submissive in a relationship while staying independent? Do you think that you should be independent if you're in a
Did I
relationship?
say I wanted? Oh yeah. Are you asking me if I want to be
Yeah.
independent?
Would you be?
Like-
Would you consider yourself to still be independent in a relationship? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, so then that question isn't for you. Let's go to Marissa. Marissa. So the first question is, okay, what's your non-negotiable in a relationship?
Honestly, I haven't really thought about that.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. So off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with cheating.
I leave them.
Oh, women say
She mentioned it earlier.
all women say cheating. Okay.
Well, that's it. Non-negotiable.
Oh, no, fair enough. Nothing's wrong with that.
Okay.
And what about? Well, you don't. Yeah, you wouldn't. I mean, I know you. You wouldn't consider yourself to be independent if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
No. So that question doesn't pertain to you. And then for you, what's one of your non-negotiables in a relationship? What you not tolerating in a relationship?
Assuming. I can't tell. I don't like when they assume. Don't assume. Just ask a question. If you're assuming that I'm doing something, please don't assume. Just ask, cause you probably thinking wrong.
See, look, you got an attitude. You need to just give your man some more reinsurance. So when a man the thing is, ladies, we don't ask for that whole communication stuff. And I'm not saying that a man should assume, but let's just say hypothetically that me and you in a relationship, and I assume like, oh, so you was out with your friends and you was out at a Kenny's house, and you like, how would you respond? But if you wasn't at Kenny's house with your friends, how would you respond if I assume that?
So technically, I'm really not there, but you think I was, right?
Yeah. Give me your response.
I wasn't even there. You could literally ask my friends.
Okay, but this is something that you don't tolerate. You said you will.
I don't tolerate it.
One of your non-negotiables is a man that assumes. So give me your response. How would you handle it? Let's just go into a dream world, dream scenario, right?
You know what? I'm not. All right. So
Let's go down this lane. Okay, go ahead.
All right. So if my man assumes that I'm somewhere and I know that I'm not, best believe I am getting irritated. Because
booyah, right there.
Hold on. Why?
Uh-huh.
Why? One, you have my location. I don't play about that.
Okay,
hold on.
we only gotta put the variables in there.
And I'm
Let's stop
honest.
right there.
I will
I'm trying to make a
tell him where
point.
I'm at.
I'm trying to make a point. Right there. You just said that if you're in a relationship and your man assumes that you're somewhere but you're not, and you're really not there, you are gonna have an attitude towards your man. And what I'm saying is sometimes the communication, what you spoke about communication, what the man is looking for is just reinsurance. Like, we may think that you somewhere, and I'm not saying that man should be having these, false assumptions, putting these false assumptions on you. But let's just say if he does, your job is to give the man peace and also reinsure the man that vagina is his and no one else's.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
We need reinsurance. If you're not a virgin,
Now,
we need
I'm
reinsurance.
gonna be honest. Now, if we just got together, and you assume that I'm somewhere and I know I'm not.
If you give me attitude, you're not communicating.
Hold on. I'm not gonna get irritated. Why? One, because we still getting to know each other, and we just.
But what if it was years in?
It was years in. Yeah, I'm gonna get irritated because hold on. You should know me by now. Be so for real.
Listen, you must have did something. Something must have been wrong for the man to be assuming.
But I would never do that. Like, I'm a model, and my relationship that I was
that's a reason for the nigga to assume.
And I'm a model, and the relationship I was in is always assuming, oh, who are you texting? Oh, who are you doing a photo shoot with? Stuff like that, because I'm a model. I can't control what other men are going to do. I'm there doing what I'm doing. I'm not doing nothing sexual or nothing. But if I'm in the same room with a man and we're doing a photo shoot, it's business.
Yeah, I get you. We don't have to go into the variables of everything.
Can I just ask a question
Sure.
real quick? You said, you don't like when people assume, right?
Yeah, I really don't.
No, I totally get it. I don't like when people assume either. But it makes me think that they're doing it. Is that what you think? Or no? Would you?
I agree.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing it. So
Yeah,
they're,
so like say
They're projecting.
Yeah, exactly.
projecting.
Like
That's what I
they're
mean.
telling on themselves
That's
almost.
like, basically, yeah.
Would you what would you say
See,
to that?
It's so the thing is this, ladies, and I see why y'all think that. But if you view it from the man's eyes, one of our jobs is protecting and providing. And one of the protection parts is we expect to know where you are. But if we get a feeling that's based off of maybe some past events that you aren't being honest on where you are, so we can create an assumption. Now, once again, I'm not for this. I'm not advocating that men should be assuming that women are doing things when they're really not. I'm just saying, hypothetically, if this does happen, if it does happen, the way you said that you would handle it isn't the right way to handle it if you know you're not doing it anyway. That's the childish way of handling it because you're getting an attitude instead of just reassuring the man that
Like, hey,
he wasn't
I'm not
there.
doing it.
Like,
But
baby,
my thing is-
baby, chill. I'm not nowhere. I was over here.
Yeah.
Listen, I love you. Come here.
But my thing is,
You could do it
y'all
that way
can-
instead of getting an attitude.
Hold on. Y'all
That's
can,
good communication.
Y'all could be together for several months. A couple of anything
Stop.
can happen.
I don't
Y'all
care
can
if
be
you were together for 50
Hold on.
years.
Hold on.
I want to be
My thing is-
reassured.
My thing is with me, I'm always going to communicate either the day before or the day of. Be like, look, this is where I'm going to go. This is who I'm with. You got my location, etc. Now, if I already told you that and I'm out doing what I'm doing and then you ask me something and assume, I'm going to get irritated because I feel like you wasn't paying attention to me. I'm going to feel like it went through one ear and out the other. Because if I'm communicating with you and I'm telling you
In
what
that
I'm doing
particular
and where I'm
situation,
at.
then okay,
Yeah,
I
you're
understand.
adding
That's
some
what- that's
little
what I'm
stuff
We're
in
saying.
it.
adding to the variable. We're
Yeah,
not
you're
just saying that.
adding
We're just
to
talking
it.
about in general.
Yeah, in general.
Like, God, what you got to understand is, I don't care if we've been together for 50 years. I don't want reassurance. Let me know that
Yo,
you're not
dudes,
cheating on me.
and you know why dudes like reinsurance? Because y'all don't even compliment us.
But we never get reinsurance though. We barely get that.
That's a lie.
We give you
barely.
compliments.
I like
A man
reassurance
gives a
instead.
woman more compliments than a woman gives a
Yeah,
man.
that's
Oh,
just
that's
a
a
fact.
lie.
And not only
that's
that,
a lie.
most marriages.
That's
Here's
a
the
lie.
statistic:
Okay.
most marriages are sexless.
How about this? All you ladies, right? You guys all been in relationships, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Compared, how many of you that been in a relationship, how many compliments have you gave your man compared to your man giving you compliments? Did he give you more
My
compliments?
last man, I gave him a bunch of compliments. What are you
But
talking about?
who
Who gave
more
more
compliments?
compliments?
Me.
Who gave more compliments? Me.
Lying.
Y'all lying. Y'all lying. This one. Y'all lying.
Lying.
Y'all lying.
Lying.
liars. I'm
Bro.
gonna say the man.
I would say the man too.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
No,
Marissa, what you say?
I said, oh my God, my
Your
God.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Your man.
Oh, you got one honest person.
Yeah.
Ex didn't even let me touch any
Look.
door handles, like for the whole 2 years we were together.
So what I'm saying is the
way.
man. Now listen, ladies. I'm saying that the man, if he's doing his job, he's always giving you reinsurance. Like, when do we ever get any reinsurance?
You guys do.
Like, yeah, you may give us some box every now and then and just lay there.
Not
It's like,
that.
Like pick your brains a little bit.
Yeah.
No.
But
yeah,
y'all pick our brains.
Okay.
We don't want you to pick our brains. We want you to show
That's
us
your problem.
appreciation.
So listen, here's reinsurance.
All right.
Forget about all of this that y'all talk about. Reinsurance is
What?
if you love that man and he doesn't want you, and say if he does, he's in a state of assuming things.
Okay.
Reinsurance is delete your Instagram. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little much.
Yeah. Look.
That's a little much.
Reinsurance.
Can't do that due to my
What if I
career.
want the
I
man
can't
to
do
delete
that.
his Instagram?
Well, no, that's different. Men, we don't got to delete nothing. We're the leader. We give the rules. We set the standards. Y'all got to follow it.
What if I don't like you? So you guys can hang out with your girlfriends then?
Wait.
What? I don't think men should have girlfriends. I don't think. Why would
When
you
a man
be
is in a
friends with
relationship,
girl?
he's not hanging out with his girlfriends. He's hanging out with his girl. Because a man's
like it's a red
female
flag.
friend isn't giving up the box. His girl is. So why the hell would he be chilling with his girlfriend for? Makes no damn sense.
Yeah, ladies.
If you
It's,
friendly, then okay. But if you're not, art.
Do you guys think that?
We could be friendly all we
How
want.
you-
If a chick don't like us, we're not getting shit.
Wait.
What do you think about when you in a
When you're in
relationship?
a relationship, do you think you should be friendly to other women?
What do you mean by what? You mean, this is different, hold on. This is the difference between being friendly and being flirty.
Okay.
I'm being friendly with y'all all day.
listen, time out, ladies. Nothing is wrong with a friendly man.
Yes,
there is.
No. You know what's wrong? You know what's wrong? Okay, what do you mean by friendly then? Are you going to the extent?
Towards
That's
women.
why I said,
Okay, so
I literally
I'm
just said
flirtatious.
that. There's a difference between being friendly and being
Yeah, it's a
flirtatious.
difference
Why
between.
you describe a friendly
Okay,
man
well,
then?
ladies, there's
As
a
a
difference
friend-
between being friendly and
Stop.
flirtatious.
Conversational, approachable, like
Yes.
The way I was with y'all today,
like you
behind
don't
the
have to be.
scenes.
He don't like just because he's approachable or friendly. That doesn't mean like he's
Okay.
gonna flirt with the female. I could walk up and say hi. He don't like. He could. Just
Yeah,
say
well,
hello.
let's paint it.
That
Paint the
doesn't-
picture. I was working and doing stuff. I didn't even talk to y'all, but he was talking to y'all. So he was being friendly, right?
Yes.
Was he being
Yes.
flirtatious?
Hell no.
No.
Okay, so that's what we're saying. If he's being friendly, then there's a distinction between friendly and flirtatious. We're saying that a man being friendly to women, that's not a problem. But a woman being friendly to a man, if she's in a relationship,
That's a problem.
that's a problem.
But what about
She ain't even gotta be.
But what about
The fact that she's opening up the door for the man to be a friend,
What about the same with the guy and the woman? What if
men
he
and
hides
women
the
aren't the
woman?
same because men, we are generally speaking, men, they trying to clap cheeks. So with that being
That's all
said,
y'all care about.
well, what I'm saying is, if you're out at a function and you're
would
speaking to
disagree.
men, we would have to say that most of those men, or some of those men, definitely want to have sex with you. So if you give them a chance, they will take that chance and execute
Like,
it.
let's not go down this rabbit hole. It's been proven. Let's not
Yeah,
go down
it's
this
been
rabbit
proven.
hole.
My
It's
girl
been
Boomer,
proven.
she
Yeah,
already-
if y'all want, we could test it out. Y'all can get your phones and call some of y'all guy friends, and
What's up
we'll
then?
see. If you want to get your phone
It's
and
gonna prove it for the second time, but
For the
Yeah.
third time, actually.
Oh, I'm
Third
looking up
time.
right now.
yeah, if you want to go grab your phone and we'll do it later. Okay,
What are we
so
doing later?
she want to call some of her guy friends. Anybody else has any guy friends that
All your
that you
ladies,
think
all your guy friends would smash if you
they
let
would
them.
smash? If you don't agree with us, get your phone.
I think
If you
they
do
would-
agree with us, don't get your phone.
I don't have guy. I don't like.
I don't have guy friends either.
Okay,
yeah.
what's your name?
My name's Aisha.
Asia?
Yeah,
Is,
Aisha.
is she lying?
Aisha.
That was her name?
I'm Galacta Aisha on Instagram, but they call me Saturn too. It's an alter ego. It's fine. They call me
you
Aisha.
seem. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So you have a guy that's in a friend zone. Do you believe that he wants to have sex with you, or you think that he wouldn't have sex with you? What do you think?
I'm gonna keep it $150. From my experiences and what I see around me, yes, the guy in the friend zone will still want to fuck you regardless. I'm saying.
All right, so
that.
then you don't need to hit him up. You don't need to-
You
You don't even need your phone. We don't even
playing
need
dumb.
it. Yeah, just you can keep it on the table. That's fine.
No,
Yeah,
no,
we-
I'm being serious though. Like keeping it $150. Like I can't lie. Like why would I be a liar? Like
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. The thing is, if you disagreed with us, then we would say go ahead and call him, and we would prove you wrong, because most likely he would want to clap cheeks.
I mean, certain guys, yeah. Do you think the majority of men?
The majority.
You think so?
Yeah, the
they're
majority.
all-
And even if you're not that attractive, listen, it's a dry Saturday
as they
night.
get some
He'll
coochie,
probably
that's
hit
all I care
it. Dry Saturday night
And you
here,
see
tear that
it,
apart.
and guys do tell their experiences online too. They be smashing 3 out of 10s.
Yep.
They don't care.
You know,
over
it happens. You
They
know.
don't
Gotta get it how you
Look
live.
at TikTok.
Bro, I'm
3
so
out of
serious.
10s, 2 out of 10s.
We got a lot,
I got
bro.
this 5
Yeah,
out
we
of
got a
10
lot.
woman.
So-
Yeah.
We're gonna read the super
We're
chat.
gonna read the super chats. Where were we? Were we on? Okay, so we're on a non-negotiable. Rumor. What is one non-negotiable in a relationship? So something that you won't tolerate in a man.
Oh, I feel like I said this the last time this question came up, but I like you have to be like God fearing. Like that's non-negotiable. Like I can't.
So if you don't believe in God, you're not messing with him.
Yeah, but
He's your type.
Yeah, like I feel
So
like
he
I-
rich. Chris Brown, but don't believe in God.
It's not my type, so you know.
He a whole atheist.
Okay, what type of guys? What's your physical type? Name a celebrity that's your type. That's your like crush, celebrity crush.
I got 2 of them.
Just give me one.
I don't really have like
I know, just give me one though. You know, maybe one guy that's like,
The one
okay.
that you just like.
Skywater.
Sky, I don't know who that is, but Skywater. Let's say if Skywater slid in your DMs and he's an atheist, you gonna give him a chance?
Absolutely not.
Cap,
Hit the
I'm the
button.
same way. I agree with her.
No,
100%.
lying.
actually, I literally
Liars.
have proof that I would not.
I think rumors a God fearing woman.
Like I have physical.
You don't think so? I think
Look at
so.
my face. You know when a nigga make this face like this?
I know.
Stop.
She lying. All right, fair enough. Rumor, you said God-fearing man. What about you? You look like your name is like Catalina.
Oh, people do call me Latina sometimes.
Yeah, you look like.
but
Wait, what are you?
I'm Algerian. I'm from North Africa.
Oh, you're Algerian.
Yes.
Yeah, you. Rumor, don't be mad because I said that. You
non-negotiable.
don't want a God-fearing man.
A non-negotiable.
Yeah, what's a non-negotiable?
You need to be a leader. I think a man should be a leader in the relationship.
Okay,
That's
so
a non-negotiable.
here's
for
a
me.
question for you. If I say, hypothetically, me and you in a relationship, and I say, stop doing that content, change your clothes. Change your clothes. Why is your cheeks hanging out your shorts?
Yeah,
Change
chat.
that.
She got her whole ass out, chat.
Change your clothes, and then I tell you, those single girlfriends that you hang out with, you're not hanging out with those single girlfriends no more. No more posting booty pics or thirst traps online. The only thing that you can post is what I approve of. You gonna follow my lead?
Be careful how you answer this because everything he's saying is a man leading you.
You gonna follow my lead?
If you're the right man, yes.
What's gonna make me the right man?
Like providing, like yo, like take the lead.
Oh,
Sit back.
okay. So what's
Yeah, I
providing
would-
to you?
Like, you know, I'm cooking and cleaning, you're working. I
I'm
stay
protecting
home.
and providing.
Yeah,
you're staying
protecting,
home.
yeah.
So something traditional.
Traditional.
Okay.
Like I said,
But you gotta be traditional.
But so then you would have to be. So why would I?
yeah,
even,
compromise. You have to do that in
okay. So then
relationships.
the question is, if you meet a traditional man, would you automatically change your ways, or you would only change your ways unless he wants you to?
Unless he wants me to, but slowly.
Wow.
Baby
So that
steps.
means that you want a traditional man, but you don't want to be a traditional woman
I do.
yourself.
No,
I
you
do.
You don't.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't. You
What are you
just said
talking about?
that.
You're contradicting
Well,
exactly what you
you just said, well, I wouldn't do it right away, but gradually
I have to
I
get
would
to
do
know
it.
him
No,
first.
No,
we
because-
just said that. We assume that it's a
Because the
relationship. That's
biggest
your
difference
man.
between a traditional woman and a non-traditional woman is a traditional woman is
It's
always,
always
traditional.
traditional.
That's what I was gonna say.
She doesn't
Do you
become.
think you're traditional?
She doesn't. We're not talking about her. But what we're saying is, a traditional woman is always traditional. She doesn't become traditional. It's either in her or it's not.
I mean, I
Period.
can say I'm 50-50 though.
There's no such thing.
Well,
You're either traditional or you're not.
The thing
That's
is this,
it.
what I'm saying is like the fact that you want a traditional man and you wouldn't automatically change your ways. You would say that you would wait to change your ways and he would have to ask you to change your ways. Like the fact, like if you want a traditional man, he's being traditional. He's leading the relationship. He's protecting, providing for you, giving you a comfortable life.
Okay.
Shouldn't it be a light bulb that snaps in your
okay.
head that goes off like, let me stop posting booty pictures.
Yeah.
Let me stop doing this and let me get my act together and let me stop doing this type of content and I'm going to just follow his lead and be traditional without him asking.
A traditional
That should
woman would
be
never even
automatic.
think to do some kind of stuff like that.
And also,
At
yeah,
all.
she wouldn't even think to
It
do
would come
things.
naturally.
Yeah.
Like it would be already.
It's supposed to. Like, if I'm posting booty pictures and shit, all automatic, and then I get in a relationship, I'm gonna stop all that.
Because
Yeah,
what if
you
you're having
have
a?
to.
You said
Yeah,
you
that's
said you said
disrespectful.
that you do content creating. You're around a lot of guys with high status. What if your traditional man that you like seen you wearing that? He's automatically you're not gonna get the time of day
Yeah.
because you didn't present yourself as traditional.
What he's is saying that by the way you currently present yourself, you disqualify yourself from a pool of traditional men that you want. Meaning that you advertise, do you ever approach guys?
I mean, I do, yeah.
Generally speaking, most guys approach you. You're not the ones that's normally walking up to guys like, hey, I find you attractive. Can we go on a date? No, men are doing that to you. So what I'm saying is women advertise themselves and men pitch themselves. So if you want the certain type of men, traditional men to court you, then you have to present yourself as a traditional woman.
Because in a society we judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Like
And
men,
that is true.
Like men, we disqualify women differently compared to how women disqualify men. A woman
Explain.
would deny a man straight up to his face. Like she'll let him know right then and there you're not
It's
my type.
overtly.
she'll let you know right then and there. You're
Direct.
not my type. I don't want you. Not a chance. The way a guy would do it, if he thinks that you're a 3 or 4 and you're not his type, he'll be friendly with you. He'll try to have sex with you, and it'll never go anywhere past that.
He'll never tell you
He
either.
would never take me
And he'll
seriously. Yeah.
He'll never take you seriously. He'll never even tell you that you're not his type of woman. He'll just
move on.
He'll just have sex with you until he has enough, until he finds the woman that he feels is wifey material.
And what he's saying is, that was perfectly explained. These women disqualify men overtly is direct. Like men know when a woman isn't interested in him, but men, we disqualify women covertly. Is indirect, meaning that, like he said, we'll be with you, smash, take you out sometimes, have some fun, but we'll just never elevate you to true commitment or wifey or anything like that. Well, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I know what you're
that's
saying.
that's why she asked that question, like, when we're in this situation with the man and we're doing all of this, but he's never given me that title, because you've already been disqualified.
Long time ago, yeah.
In y'all's head, y'all just like, okay, she's
Right,
not
'cause
the
it
one.
only
We're
depends
just
on
gonna
how we
have
met
fun with
you.
her.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah,
disqualified.
basically. All right.
We know that we put girls in 2 zones.
'Cause, yeah.
Men,
I understand
So now you
perfectly.
get it. Men, we're not
Yeah.
complex, but I'll explain
get
how
it.
you're complex. We put a
Okay.
woman in 2 zones. We got sex zone, we want to have fun with, or we got relationship zone. You different. You'll put a man in friend zone. You'll put a man in sex zone. You'll put meaning like friends with benefits. You'll put a man that you see a long-term relationship in with, but someone else is hitting it, so you don't give him a chance right now. So he can't even hit it because Tyrone is clapping cheeks, right? But Tyrone is only friends with benefits.
Right.
And then you'll put a guy in, he has some money, but he's not that attractive, so I'll use him for some dinner dates. You'll put a guy in all different type of categories and use the man and extract from the man. Men, it's like sex or relationship. So let's get to you real quick on this question. So the question is, what's one of your non-negotiables?
Disrespect.
And what do you think is disrespect? How do you measure
Disrespect you how?
Yeah.
Not just disrespect me, just disrespect other people in general. If they're just a disrespectful person, I don't like that. I watch how people treat other people.
Okay. You watch how people treat other people.
How they treat their parents, how they treat their siblings, their kids, their friends, my friends, me, random people on the street.
Okay.
I watch all of that. If I think like you're being disrespectful towards other people, I don't like that.
Yeah, my mom always said you can learn a lot about a man by how he treat his mother.
Yep, that's a fact.
That's an old saying too.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's get to the next super chat. Let's move it right. Yeah, we got a lot that came in, so let's get to it. We got Gabe says in $5. New to the channel. These talks need to be haved more. Okay. These talks need to be have more. Educate this generation. People need more knowledge on topics like this. Love the debates. I appreciate you, man. We got Word Unbox is in $5. Not attacking the Muslim woman, but in Islam, you can't be a bottle girl. In Islam, you can't sell/serve alcohol. How did you get raised traditionally?
That's if you're fully committed.
So let's talk about you.
I'm gonna be respectful as possible towards you because you don't know how I grew up, but just because I grew up in a traditional Muslim family, don't judge me. I don't like that judging. But I understand what he's saying.
So answer the question.
No, I understand. No, I'm answering the question. Like I get what you're saying, man. Like I get what you're saying, but
So pretty much he's just saying that, sum it up. How can you be raised traditional when your actions displays the opposite of being raised traditional? Did you just rebel and go totally against how you were raised, or were you really weren't raised traditionally like you say?
I was raised traditionally by my parents.
Okay, so then you just rebelled.
I rebelled when I was a teenager.
Okay,
so,
got it.
Well, I wouldn't lie about that, but you're not going to sit here and say
No, he
this
wasn't
and that and the
judging.
third.
He just wants to know, how did you become
Oh,
a bottle girl?
Yeah,
Like,
it was
what-
a question.
Yeah.
What made me become a bottle girl?
Yeah, like just in general,
I mean-
like because a traditional Muslim woman wouldn't move the way you move.
What
So,
made
like,
you rebel?
What made you, rebel?
Being sheltered, like
That
my
usually
parents
happens.
sheltered me, like
That
straight
usu-
up.
Yeah.
My parents
you
sheltered
rebel.
me,
And
and
that
I just
usually happens a
rebelled.
lot with. That's why they say church girls are usually the most. They're the biggest 304s because a lot of church girls, their parents were really strict and wouldn't allow them to do X, Y, and Z. Whether it's going out with their friends, going to parties, drinking, like they're just very strict.
The thing is that isn't the parents' fault. It's you chose the person that chooses to rebel against their family. If the family is leading, the thing is we all got free will. So the parents can be good parents, teach you the right from wrong, bring you down a good path, but the children still have the ability to make choices.
Yes.
With that being said, put it like this, I got kids.
Yes.
I'm doing the best I can to raise my children.
Yes.
I'm, blocking out the bad influences and allowing in the good influences, right? With that being said, if they choose the wrong choice and choose to rebel, listen, man, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back. Listen, my daughter, you got to live with me until we find a man for you to marry. If not, if you leave this household with no man and you want to go ahead and discover life on your own, don't try to come back. You either doing it my way or listen, you ain't getting no second chance. That's how I operate. And I think that if, as a father, if you set those boundaries and give your daughters the reality of like, listen, cool, you don't have to worry about anything. I got you. We're going to go out there and find you a good mate and we're going to do it the traditional way. But if you don't want to do it my way, you want to go out there and discover life on your own and be a 304 and do this, you are not welcome back in my home. But guess what? You can stay in my home if you follow my lead. I will allow my daughter to stay in my home until we find her a husband. But if she wants to go out there and try to discover things on her own, okay, then listen, I ain't approve of that nigga that you chose. So now you gotta stay with him. Ain't no coming back. And when you put that on the line and you put your foot down as a father, the daughter is going to be less likely to go out there and make that stupid choice because she's going to know the consequences of her poor decisions. But not only that, I'm going to teach my daughter. I'm going to let her know the pros and the cons of it. Like literally walk through everything. Here's the cons of you going out there and want to get a man on your own. You don't even understand life. You're freaking trying to get a man on your own. I'm going to help you find that man. So if you want to go ahead out there and discover it, then that's your fault. So yeah, that's how it's going to work in my home. But anyways, that was me. What about you, Ease, when you have kids? You going to operate like that, or are you just going to let your daughter be entertained in them streets?
Nah, man, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Fair enough.
No dad wants his girl to be a whore. I mean, his daughter to be a whore.
Yeah. Got put the law down. All right, we got BG sends them $5. Most people prefer a brand new car or a car with little miles, not a car that's been driven nearly to the ground. True facts. But I don't know what this is.
Oh, I think he's referring to when we were talking about the value of like
Of the
women
woman
degrading and stuff.
Yeah, it could have been that. I don't know your name, but I appreciate the support. Thank you for the donation. But you say, it's in another language, but you say, just the other life / if a fortune teller who was never wrong before told you that your man will go from millionaire to broke, would you stay? We care for their past and they care for our future. Y'all agree with that?
Yes, I would stay.
Okay, you would stay? How
Yeah, I
many
would
ladies would
stay.
stay?
I would stay.
I would stay
If a
and help
fortune
him
teller.
out. Straight up.
I would stay. I would
Okay,
stay.
so meaning that he's gonna be broke when you first get together, but he's gonna become a millionaire.
Yeah,
Y'all would stay?
100%.
What about you?
even if you don't become a millionaire, I don't care. I'm still staying.
I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna help him.
I'm gonna help each other. We're gonna
She
help
don't
each
look
other.
like she's staying.
Help him straight up. Help him.
Stay when he's down and, till he gets up.
I'm about to get influenced.
Yeah. You will. Or you're not gonna stay when he down. You're not even gonna choose him if he down.
It's always best to choose them while they.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, ladies. The question is, if a man is actually broke when you meet him.
The question more
So
complicated.
listen to this,
It's
ladies. It's
pretty simple.
actually, maybe this may change your answer. A fortune teller gives you, and it's gonna be true. When you meet Brian, or whatever name you think of a guy that you like, right?
Yeah.
When you meet this guy, he's gonna be broke.
Okay.
but he will get rich. He will be a millionaire. Are you gonna date Brian and really give him a chance and stay until he becomes a millionaire?
Broke niggas are
Yes.
miserable.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
gonna help him out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step
yeah.
up too. and help him out.
Reality of
It takes a while to get there, you know?
Actually, what do you need
Yeah,
from
it could
me
take
to
10
get
years.
there?
Yeah. What do you need from me?
What do you need from me to help you get there?
Yes, I agree. See,
Okay.
y'all was taking the words right out of my mouth.
We got Yo Boy Williams is a $5. Cooley, watch this. Question to the females. If your box disappeared, meaning your vagina disappeared, are you still useful to your man outside of sex? BJ and Brown Hole. So blowjob. Oh, look, y'all, yo, chat. They just said blowjob. He's saying blowjob and the brown hole are not the answer. So you can't give them head and you can't no anal.
Cook, clean,
Okay, cook clean. What about you, Rumor? What you doing?
take care, massage.
I'd say loyalty, I guess.
Loyalty. Okay. Well, you got no choice to be loyal. Got no box.
I could, you know,
How you gonna keep your men? How are you gonna be useful to your men?
I don't know.
So this is the question that I asked you when I said, how do you add value outside of sex? And we kind of stopped going out of that. So this is that same question, but in a different way.
Way.
Oh, that's crazy because
Yeah.
that would have been my answer.
Okay, let's go around with this one. Okay, so how would you add value outside of sex? How would you be useful to your man if you can't have sex?
I'm gonna stick by his side. If he ever need anything, I got you, bro.
I like what? Explain.
All right.
What you gonna do?
So if I'm working, he working, but he don't got the money for it, I got you. If he needs help with the bills, I got you. If he wants me to, I'm gonna clean, of course. Cook, clean, take care of him, live a happy life.
What if?
Not everything's about sex.
What if he assumes that you somewhere when you really wasn't? How you gonna act?
I'm gonna still stick by his side.
You gonna give an attitude though?
Oh, I'm gonna have my little attitude, but I ain't gonna show it. I'm gonna just be like, you know what? I'm gonna let you have that.
Okay. What about you, Marissa?
I would, cook, clean. I keep a great house, I do say. And I think in the beginning I said I grow my own vegetables.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
So, yeah,
That's
oh my God, I
fire.
would love to. Yeah.
Fresh fruit.
Yeah, no.
Fresh veggies.
Fruits are harder just because we're not in a tropical climate, but
Oh, yeah,
vegetables are
true.
a lot a lot easier. I have big boy tomatoes. I have heirloom tomatoes. I have cherry tomatoes. I have red peppers. I have
have
yellow
everything in the
peppers.
book.
Yes, I do. I have everything.
What else you got? You got onions. What you got? Potatoes.
I don't have potatoes. I do have romaine lettuce.
Got
And
thyme.
I do have thyme. I have mint and basil.
Cilantro.
You'd be surprised now.
You got cilantro?
I don't think I have
Potatoes is a vegetable.
Potatoes are a vegetable?
No,
I
I
thought
heard
it was a
tomatoes were
starch.
fruit. Yeah, it is a starch.
No, tomato is a fruit. Potato
No,
is a vegetable.
potatoes is a
Yeah,
vegetable?
potato is a vegetable. Yes.
It's starch.
Yeah, potato is a vegetable.
Really? Wow, I feel so dumb right now.
You learn something new every day.
Okay. All right. Good answer. What about you, Pink?
I would say someone they could confide in and being authentic.
We already know we can't confide in y'all. Y'all gonna throw it in our face. Choose another one.
Choose another one.
But what?
We can't confide in you.
Wait,
Okay,
didn't
so
you
this
say-
is me.
but the question
This is a
was-
man. The question is this: how are you going to be useful to your man if you cannot have sex with your man? If your
But that's my
vagina.
man. So if he can confide in me and that's my man, he's comfortable with that. Then and that's something that's rare. So wouldn't
Okay,
that work?
a man. So what Ease is saying that a man can confide in you, but it's up until you have an attitude and then
So
you
we're just
use
gonna
that
chalk
against
that.
them.
We're just gonna chalk that.
Chuck that. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Anything else, or you want to move
I
to
would
the next
say
person?
being authentic because I don't think guys like being boring since y'all are so simple. So
Being authentic.
yeah,
What
like
the hell
you
does
know
that
those
mean?
girls that always want to just like a pick me girl. She's
We
not
like
even being herself.
pick-me's.
That's what y'all. Y'all gotta stop dissing these pick me girls because these.
No, I've heard different
Listen,
from
these
guys.
pick me girls are the
Listen
ones
to
that
what
get
you just
married.
said. You said that pick me girls don't even like themselves. Y'all don't like yourself, period. Y'all wear makeup because y'all don't like yourself. Y'all wear waist trainers and stuff because y'all don't like yourself.
BBLs.
Y'all do a lot. Y'all put on eyelashes because you don't like yourself. Y'all do a lot of
don't
things. So
think y'all
women,
getting
listen,
what I'm
listen.
saying.
Women in general don't really like themselves. So forget about the whole liking yourself. What we're asking you is, what are you going to do to be useful to your man if you cannot have sex with your man?
I'm gonna say not
You
be
talking about
boring. Let's put it in a different way. Not be boring.
I just want to
How are
say
you not
that-
gonna be boring?
That pick me girl, she's married to Justin Bieber. She's one of them.
That pick me girl was plotting on Justin Bieber
I'm
for
not
10
saying pick me
fucking
women
years.
don't get men.
She
But I'm just
plotting on
saying.
that man for 10 years.
Okay,
Guess
listen,
what happened
listen.
to the other one?
Ladies.
Didn't get him.
No, I'm saying like the pick me girls.
Pick me
the
girls
ones.
are the
That's
type of
ones
girls that
niggas
men
really
want.
and like.
No,
A
I've
man,
heard
you
men
guys,
say different things.
you guys want a man to lead, and pick me girls have no problem letting a man lead. That's why we choose those
And
pick me girls.
Exactly. And what I'm saying here is, since you don't like yourself, you might as well like the man. Pick him.
Lord, thinking's getting a little misconstrued.
Look, even if it isn't real, pick me. You ain't real anyway. You might as well act like you want the. You might as well act like you want the man to pick
instead
you.
of me being a pick me, I would have picked the man. All right.
So
Try
to,
pick the
to
man.
ask the question again,
They're like, I hate this nigga.
No, I'd rather pick the man though.
so to ask the
enough.
question again, if you couldn't have sex with your man anymore because you don't have a vagina,
What you gonna do?
what are you gonna do?
How you gonna be useful?
How you gonna be useful to his life? How you gonna add value?
Yo.
What would you do for your man if you couldn't have sex with him anymore?
Oh, be like the girl from Gone Girl.
We don't know that. Tell us what that girl is like.
Oh, she just started doing a bunch of crazy ass shit just to make his life spiced up.
You think guys like that?
Crazy ass stuff like
Some-
what?
some guys
I don't know
like-
what she's
No,
talking
not
about.
much- nah.
Crazy ass stuff like
Bro,
what?
we gotta move on. I don't know what you we actually you didn't give a good answer to. It's
We don't
okay.
like crazy women.
I want to know what you're gonna do.
Some
So
guys
how
do
would
like it, yeah.
what's your name again, Sophie? How would you be useful to your man if if your vagina was not operational?
I would support him and reassure him.
Good
He
answer.
learned from us when she said reassure.
Good answer.
Support him.
You was listening.
I know her personally.
All right.
She would have been picked that.
You was quiet, that's why. So you was like, yeah, let me give a good answer. Yeah.
I be thinking.
All right, that's because women are more logical, right?
I'm more logical.
Okay.
Yes.
What you gonna be useful? How would you be useful to your man if you can't use your box?
Cook and clean.
Is that?
All right.
Cook and clean and
That's gonna get boring.
Can't give him a blowjob.
Can't get blowjob.
No,
You
no,
can't do
no.
anything sexual.
just said don't be
Ladies, life is more than just sex, you know.
oh, we know. And
Okay.
since I don't have a vagina, I can get a medical check off of that. So he can take care of me.
All right. And what about you?
I don't even know. Like, it's just,
She is funny.
like, it's just, it's so.
How would you be useful to your man?
You're hilarious. I love you. Oh man.
How would I be useful? I don't know. I feel like I would be useful in the same way I would be just being a nurturer and everything that I'm supposed to be doing. Like,
Period.
I don't have
He wants to
fuck
be
you for
Superman
you
or
to
something?
keep you.
Like,
I mean,
We can only
shit,
do a
he
bar
fuck
minimum.
around wants you to be Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's telling, ladies. Let's go to the next one. And you know what? I ain't telling y'all how to be useful to you. I mean, figure it out. Where are we at? Okay, we got Little Ba sends in $20. Appreciate the support. Yeah, he says, great conversation tonight, as usual. These ladies seem intelligent, and despite some choices they may have made, they seem open-minded and therefore might have the potential to be wife material if they're not already. All right. Okay, y'all get. All right.
Most of y'all are cooked. Forget what he said.
We got Word Unboxes and $5 at Fugazee. He didn't answer her about it because he knew if he answered, she wouldn't like it. And
know what
she
he's talking
stopped acting like a girlfriend.
I was gonna say
What's
that. I
this?
was gonna say, why are y'all doing girlfriend stuff for people who are not giving y'all the girlfriend title? I was gonna
that's
say that
what it is.
earlier in that conversation, but I left it be.
Well,
No,
the
'cause-
thing is,
that is
well,
true.
stop it,
That is
ladies.
true.
Well,
I just
the,
left it
here it is. Here's the truth. You said, why would you do girlfriend stuff if the man isn't, if you're not girlfriend material?
no, like
Wait.
if he hasn't given you that title,
That
Okay,
energy.
why
so,
would
got
you?
it.
or
So
if he's not giving you that energy, why are you reciprocating?
look,
like, or
because
trying
life
to
is a
give him that?
competition.
What
if
do
you
mean by
don't give
that?
it, look. Say I'm talking to all 6 of y'all, hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking to all 6 of y'all. We
you're a man,
DMing, I'm DMing, yeah, just hypothetically.
It's in your nature.
Niggas spinning plates, right?
No.
And let's say if she's not giving wifey material stuff, you're not giving wifey material stuff. You're just here for the vibes. You over here want me to go to the club with you all the time, throw some ones. You over here, you just like, oh, come to my family barbecue. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Marissa, she over here actually trying to give some wifey vibes. And then we got you over here.
I'm not
Getting annoyed because you're assuming.
Getting annoyed because I'm assuming stuff, right?
If you talking to other girls, let me know so I can.
Ladies, this is a reality too. What I'm saying is most attractive men are talking to many women. And guess what? The one that he gives the relationship to, she won the race.
That's why I'm gay.
She won out of, okay, it's not like you. So when you're speaking to a man, you're only speaking to one man. That's a lie. You're speaking to multiple men.
No, I'm speaking to one man. I'm speaking to one man.
Yeah, let me see your phone.
Not gonna lie, there's
At least
no,
look,
there's
real.
no way
Ace is keeping it real.
Look, listen. We're only talking to one guy.
This is the only man I talk to. This is the only man I talk to.
Let me see. Let me see let me see your DMs. No, okay. That's the man you talking to. Now let me see your
This
DMs.
is the only man.
Okay, fine. Let me see your DMs.
Show him your Snapchat.
Oh, she's snitching on you.
Let's go to the call log.
No, my Snapchat. She knows what the Snapchat.
Yeah.
She do the same thing.
Look, listen,
She do the
ladies.
same thing for the Snapchat.
Ladies, whether you guys like it or not, let's say you find a man attractive, he checks the majority of your boxes.
It's a competition,
But-
ladies.
Yeah, you're competing for him. So
Why though?
I don't like.
Is that in our nature?
Men are competing for you. You got options.
You gotta
So
take
listen,
care of
listen.
No, but
Listen.
everyone is competing.
Women, like straight up.
Listen.
The thing is, men are okay with understanding the reality that we are in competition with one another. But you ladies think that you're special and that you're not in competition with no one. That's a lie.
We
You
are in
in
competition.
Listen, you are in competition with her, and all of these ladies at the table with a multitude of things currently right now with the chat that's watching. It can be guys in a chat. It's hundreds of people watching right now. Over 500 people. After this is going to get thousands of views, right? There can be a man that is like, oh, okay, can be a good man, a traditional man like you want, or a man with some income or whatever y'all women's preferences are. And you're going to be like, nope. Yes, she meets my requirements. I want this one. So guess what? You lost the competition, and that could have been a man that met your preferences.
Right.
So you are in competition.
So when you're talking to a guy that's your type, he checks the majority of
Yeah,
your boxes. He doesn't know you. So during the courting process, he's getting to know you to see how you are. So ideally, it's smart for you to show him what kind of girlfriend or wife you would be.
You can be.
Because you got to understand, like, if he has options, well, the saying, what one person won't do, the next one will. So if I'm talking to all of you ladies, right, and you don't want to cook for me, but she always offers to cook for me, or I always pay for the date, but Sophie doesn't mind picking up the check here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to choose the woman who shows appreciation, who's going to pick up the check here and there, who's going to offer to cook for me, where you're over there just being stingy, you don't want to, make me feel appreciated.
No,
I'm
right.
not going to choose you
Right.
because I know that tells
Right.
me that if I choose to make you my girlfriend,
Right.
you're not going to do any of those things. So I'm going to go for the girl that will do those things because
Reciprocation.
she showed me during the courting
Reciprocation.
process what kind of a girlfriend/wife she'll be.
Wait, so what happens when, like, once you make that title, give her that title, and everything stops? What happens then? What if she was just trying to secure the spot?
I'm not okay. Now, what I'm about to say is, I'm not saying that cheating is right, but that's why men be cheating because y'all don't be doing the things I did to get the
So
man
bad.
to get into a relationship.
True. If she stopped doing it, don't matter what reason it's for. The man, if he's a man of value and he understands his value and he has high standards, he's kicking her back to the curb.
Now, sometimes this is the man's fault. If a man, if y'all got into a relationship and she stopped doing the things she did before she was with you, you probably did something along the lines of, you probably did something that turned her off. That made her be like, I don't want to do this for him anymore. He's not worth it. He's not the guy I thought he was. Sometimes us guys, we be messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like we get too comfortable, we get too
At
complacent.
least you guys admit it.
We get too comfortable, we get too complacent, and
Do you guys
know,
get too comfortable within the position of the relationship? Do you guys think that men get too comfortable, or women?
Some guys think that, well, okay, once they got the girl in the relationship, that they don't have to do what they did to get her in the beginning.
Yeah, it's different. And well, he's speaking facts, but another way to explain it, when women get into a relationship for a man, she should change for her man. She should acquiesce her behaviors and change for her man to keep her man, right? When a man gets with a woman, however the man got the woman, don't change. You got her for a reason, bro. Guys like to get complacent, like E said. They get lazy and they start to get comfortable, meaning that, oh, I'm having sex with her. You know, we doing things, and we in a relationship now, so I'm not gonna take her out on dates. We in a relationship now, so I'm not gonna do the things that I was doing before how I got her. And sometimes that's how you lose your chick. Right, because statistics shows that women get bored faster than men in relationships. Yeah. So if women get bored faster, that means that men have to, do the things that they were doing to attract a woman, because that's how they retain the woman. Men, we won't really get bored in a relationship. So when that relationship is going on, it's like, you got to change and acquiesce your behaviors to the man, because the man is leading. So, all right, let's move it on. And ladies, if you have any questions at the end, because we're going to go ahead and wrap up soon.
No, I agree with you, though.
Okay, because I see some yawns and stuff like that.
No,
and
I know, but I'm hungry too, so it's like.
Okay, got you.
We're all hungry.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's we got B's license and $10. Be honest. Why do you think so many women are single today? By choice, or because they do not qualify? Okay. Show of hands if you think that women are single by choice. 2. So the rest, you think that women are single because they don't qualify. All right, there we go. Wow. We got word unboxes and $5. She introduced herself. Hi, I was raised as a Muslim. Fugazee. Fugazee chat. All right. Bro, her whole booty is out on her Instagram. Fugazee, now the bad guy. Okay, I see what you're saying. Freaking.
What are you saying? I'm so confused.
Okay, so I'll read it again.
Yeah,
He's basically saying you introduced yourself as a Muslim.
Oh.
Yes, because I was born and I am a Muslim
physical
woman.
abuse.
It was on.
If I would have did that, if I would have did that, you could have like.
Flying around. It's
Look,
so
if I would have did that, you could have Me Too'd me.
Chat, call the cops.
Wait, did we not talk about this? This is like the first conversation about like calling like the cops. Like
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traditional.
Chat, call the cops. I've been assaulted.
Been assaulted.
Crazy.
Yo,
That
Okay,
was
so
so
what?
annoying. It's just flying around.
No, it really
like,
What he's
was.
saying is this. You introduced yourself as a Muslim. You said, I was raised Muslim.
Yes.
Then he says, bro, her whole booty is out on her Instagram. Talking about you, your whole cheeks is out on your Instagram. Then he says, but Fugazee is the bad guy. So how am I the bad guy when
you're
your whole
not the
booty
bad
cheeks is
guy.
out?
I never told you were the bad guy.
Oh, no, I guess he's saying, how is he the bad guy?
I mean,
you giving them something to look at. You can't,
yeah,
you can't say nothing about
I
it.
can't say.
How do you find your Instagram? You shouted it out?
I was going to say, for
Yeah.
starters,
Oh, okay.
say hello to your fan, because how do you know her Instagram?
Oh, I mean, you
Damn.
must have shouted it
Follow me,
out.
bro.
Look, the
Seriously, follow me if you're interested.
The internet is undefeated.
Yeah, it really is undefeated, man.
Yeah,
easy
they'll
to
find you
find
quick.
people.
There's no.
They'll screenshot a picture of you here, go ahead and do a
No,
Google
bro,
reverse
how'd you
search
find
and
my
pick you
Instagram?
up.
Did I say it or something? Like, I'm so
Oh,
confused.
no, actually you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I think you did.
When you were telling him about your name and stuff, you definitely
Yeah,
did.
you did say it. We got Great Win says in $5. Would any of the ladies respect seriously date a marry? Okay, would any of, because sometimes they just write it wrong.
Yeah, I don't
Would
like
any
that.
of the ladies respect seriously date or marry a man who plays for both teams? Okay.
What does
Would
that
you ever
mean?
date
I
or marry
would.
a gay dude?
I would.
That's a
You
lie
would?
with their marriage. That's a real thing.
This is the reason why if you're a man and you're bisexual, what's up? Because Hey, I'm
Ain't
fine with
nothing
it.
wrong
I'm
with
You know
bisexual.
that.
I support
Okay,
the community.
but the bisexual between a man and a woman is different because both are immoral. But one, the bisexual man, they're having anal sex, and in the anal is feces, and in the feces is parasites. So the likelihood of sexual transmitted diseases passes faster and is transmitted faster through the anal canal, which means that AIDS, HIV, and all
I
of that
know
other
that
stuff,
already.
those
that
they be
already.
having it. The probability is much higher in the gay community
Well-
to have those type of crazy serious diseases. That's what I'm saying.
I already know that. And
So you'll
men,
marry a gay dude?
They do get that checked
You'll
out.
marry a dude that was bent over getting penetrated up the hind cheeks.
So who do
How can he leave you? Wait, time out. Let me ask you a question.
First of all,
Go ahead.
I'm fine with dating a bi man
Okay.
because one, we're together, so you're not doing that. If you want to go and do that, let me know so I can just walk away because I'm
Time
not
out.
trying to get nothing. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Plus, they have the best conversations ever. You can have tea and
You're
they be like,
talking
"Yes,
about-
girl." Like
You don't
come
even
on.
care about conversations. You care about
Yes, I do.
attitude. You care about the attitude
Oh,
in
no,
the conversation.
I'm the one that has the attitude.
Okay.
I'm
So
Puerto Rican.
let me ask you a
It's
question.
automatic.
Do you want a man that's a leader?
Yes.
Gay dudes don't lead nothing.
How is
But
he?
they-
I was gonna say, how can he
They don't
be a
lead nothing
leader
but
if
their
he's-
own boat.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can be bi and still be a leader. My brother, he's bi.
So
and
you
he's
gonna
still
lead a
leader.
man that's
How
bent
can you?
over on
How
the
can
bed?
you lead? How can a man be a leader if he's submitted to another man?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Not every man submits to another man.
Dan, be
though.
active. How can a gay man be a leader if he submits to another man? He does submit to another man. He's gay. He got penetrated.
Not every man.
I was about to
Gets
say,
it from
what
the
if he's
back,
the
though.
one
He's
doing
the
the
one.
bending?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, even better. Look, watch this. The man, even if he's not the one that's being dominated, if he's the one dominating someone else, this means that he adopted the same attraction triggers of a woman. So he's not even a woman he's not even a man mentally. He's a woman mentally because who are you attracted? Who are heterosexual women attracted to? Men.
Of
Right?
course.
Who are heterosexual men attracted to? Women. So if the man is attracted to a man, he adopted the woman's nature. He's not a man. He's not a true leader.
That's prime example. She literally just said she wants
Wait,
to get
what?
all
Go
the
ahead.
tea and the
attracted to all
conversation and stuff like that. That's
Shit.
women traits. Men don't sit around and gossip. Women do. So that's
Exactly.
traits you picked up from being a woman.
Rumor is spitting. He said that. Listen to what she just said. I'll repeat it back to you.
I just
What she
heard
say
what
then?
said. I don't remember.
Because you
I
wasn't
can't say it
listening.
word for word.
Let me repeat it back.
Yeah.
Remember, you just said that you want a man that's good in communication, and you said that
Yeah.
gay guys are good communicators. Rumor just said that, well, that's a woman trait because a man wants to communicate like a woman, this would be a man that adopted characteristic traits of a woman, just like he's attracted to a man. What are women attracted to? A man. He adopted all the characteristic traits of a woman. How can this man lead you if he's not really a man? He's a woman.
When you're in a relationship with a
Mentally.
girl, when you're in a relationship with a girl, right? Are you who's the masculine one? You?
That's the problem.
You
The
seem
masculine
masculine
one.
one. Yeah, you seem
Yeah,
dominant.
that's why she want a gay dude.
You
No,
the one that got the
because my
strap
thing-
on? You got the strappy?
Yup. See,
I'm the
Shorty got the. She just admitted it.
Shorty got the strappy.
But my dad,
Shorty got the
I can
strappy.
tell, and I can tell.
it's hard. Even when I'm in a relationship with a man,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm masculine at some point. I can't
And
help
that's
it.
why you want a
I
bisexual
wanna leave
dude and
that
not a
fucking
straight
girl.
heterosexual male.
Yeah.
I have to have the man
that
that take
takes
me
me
out.
back.
At some
That
point.
just takes me back to what we were talking about earlier. You can't, if you want, if
can't
that's
be
something
feminine
that
the
you
whole
would be
time. I
okay
can't
with
do that.
and you want, then you don't want a strong man to give you a soft life because those don't equal
That
up.
don't equal.
But the way I was raised
catch,
and
Romer.
stuff, my mom, she's more masculine than feminine. I never had a dad. There's females.
That explains a lot.
Every female in our family is masculine as hell. So I can't help the fact that if my masculinity comes out, okay, it comes out. I still feminine here and there, but I'm more masculine.
See?
Them guys just have everything.
And that explains,
Like-
and that's why chat is important for a woman to have a father in the life.
I mean, I had a dad in my life when
I
was
didn't have
growing
my
up.
dad in my life. I feel like I got a pretty good head on
I
my
feel like if my dad was in my life, things would be so much different. No.
That is true. If your
If I
dad.
had my dad in my life, it would be so
So,
much
and
different. If
think
you
about
watching
this.
dad, fuck you.
Think about this, right? Now, think about what you said. You said that if you had your dad in your life would be much different. Was your dad a homosexual?
I don't know what he was. I never met him.
Okay, all right. Then you never met the nigga. All right, well.
My dad is not, that, what you said.
He's not homosexual.
Whoa, that wouldn't even apply to you. Your dad was Muslim.
Yeah,
You grew up
that's
in-
what I'm
but
saying.
Yeah, that
that's
wouldn't apply.
forbidden
He
over
died
there,
like
so
yesterday.
that wouldn't even apply.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, but
I was gonna say something, but never mind. All right, let's move it on. We got BJ sends in $5. This is one of the best groups Cooley has brought on the podcast. Not gonna lie. He says, civil conversation and the women aren't stubborn.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm stubborn as hell. I'm not gonna know that now. I'm a Taurus.
See, I'm not stubborn, man.
I'm open-minded.
I'm open-minded. Like, I'm willing to listen to men. Like, I'm
stubborn when it
I'm
comes to
listening to
food.
y'all's point of view. Y'all picking my
Even
brain.
if I don't
Word,
agree,
word.
I'ma listen.
I mean,
Yeah,
y'all got,
like,
y'all
I
got-
like the
y'all got
women
a lot of
saying-
earth signs on this panel too.
Yeah.
Earth signs
And
are
I'm a
very
fire
around
sign.
here.
Yes. Open-minded.
Not this. Like to learn new
I mean, I was
things.
patting my head. It was, fresh braids,
Period.
See.
Wait, wasn't you making jokes on my cut earlier?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking about the cut, not your braids. Your braids looking okay, but your cut, you need to keep.
The taper is taping. What you talking
No,
about?
it looks nice though.
Yeah,
A
what
little
you,
lopsided, but
what you
the
talking about?
lopside.
Look, the line is perfect, shorty. It's the braids what you looking at. You
I like the braids.
okay?
the braids are crisp. I don't know about the cut.
Is there a funny comment on the super chat?
There's probably some.
Yeah, we gotta lie. Just keep
Yeah,
reading.
we got a lot.
Because I feel like I'm getting cooked. I ain't gonna
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you were getting cooked. They just didn't send the money in, but I was
I
reading
ain't
them
gonna
though.
lie. The
Yeah, they
moment
come
you
in.
knew
Chat, I
that
was
you
reading the
was
comments,
Muslim out
chat.
there, it was Rapskis for
You know, I love,
everything.
you love the
Y'all
comment
getting
section.
cooked.
Shout out to the live chat. Appreciate y'all. I
Shout
love
out to the
y'all.
live chat. Shout out to the
Funny. I
live
like
chat.
y'all.
They love rumor though.
I love Rumor too. That's my girl.
I love y'all too. Y'all know I love y'all.
Shout out to the Chizat.
Okay, we got
I might be a rumor at the end of this podcast, you know.
Wait, what'd you say?
I might be like her at the end of this podcast, you know. So,
Hey, you never
when I
know.
come back,
You never know. You coming back?
Yeah, I'm
we'll get
coming
to that.
back.
We'll get to that. We got okay, we're okay. We got Brandon Upchurch sends in $5. Would a traditional woman have to be told to change her clothes, tight pants, butt out, or wouldn't she already come in the situation correctly?
yeah,
dressed?
she would come in.
Yeah, he said that when we was talking about.
Oh yeah, that's when we were talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got word unboxes of $5. I'm an ex-Muslim woman. I did not run away to Jesus at 17. To 17 I did not. Oh, okay. No, she's not saying that. She says, I'm an ex-Muslim woman. I did run away to Jesus at 17.
Okay.
I got disowned for that. That's a reason to rebel, to run to a Lord you understand. Okay, fair enough.
Everyone has their own reasons.
I have like an opinion on that, sis, because you're an ex-Muslim. You ran to Jesus when you was younger, yeah, but I didn't do that. I'm still with the same God to this day. So that's on you.
I think she was more so kind of agreeing, saying that like certain things do make you rebel.
Rebel,
certain
like you
things-
can
certain
rebel
things
and
in
you
Islam
can
do make
rebel
you-
for the right
No,
reason.
Thank you for correcting me. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm sorry to hear that you had to get disowned by that, but you know.
Yeah, she was saying that you can rebel for the right reasons, basically. Like she rebelled for what she deems as a better
Now,
reason.
to my parents' eyes, I didn't. Though, I didn't rebel for the right reasons in my parents' eyes.
Well, yeah, they're Muslim. All right, we got Yo Boy Liam says in $2. Everybody spam W Cooley. W Cooley in the chat.
W Cooley.
Let me get the W Coolies in the chat.
W Cooley
We got Yo
in
Boy
the
Liam again
chat.
says in $5. Cooley, did you notice that they never answered? I'll get another girl for my husband since I don't have any vagina, or if I don't, because I don't have any hoes, shows you how narcissistic women are.
Oh, well, I
What?
just thought like every
He said
female
that,
didn't have
Let me
that, so.
go ahead, East. You got it.
Can y'all explain that to me?
He
Yeah,
said that when we asked you, ladies, if you didn't have a vagina, how would you
Keep your man. How would you be useful?
to your man? And he's saying that none of you ladies said I would get him another girl for him to have sex with.
Because you're so
Have to do with
selfish.
Standards, though? Well, no, I just assumed that like you guys were saying like just females in general. I didn't know you meant like
Okay,
just us.
so
and other
opinions.
females have
Would you
one.
ladies bring another woman in for your man to have sex with if you couldn't have sex with him
Absolutely.
anymore?
Absolutely.
You would? What about you?
If I could have sex with them too, yeah.
No, you don't have a vagina. You can't.
You can't do anything.
Can't do
I'm
nothing.
cool.
No, then no.
You wouldn't?
So you
No.
would let
No.
your man just suffer like that?
He can have a pocket pussy.
Yeah,
What?
he can have a pocket pussy,
What
but
about
not
you?
a real pussy, bro.
Over here, what would you
Come
do?
on, rumor.
I just don't think that's part of my standard.
Oh my God.
It's not part of your standards. What about you, Marissa? No. What about you?
Y'all are greedy.
No, but
It's
because that's my
selfish.
so a pocket pussy and a real pussy ain't the same thing.
So wait,
I wouldn't.
that means that if the dude didn't have a penis, then
That means
he
he
would
can.
find a man for me to have some penis.
Is that a difference?
Exactly.
It's not about us, man. We asking
No,
y'all.
is that a difference though? No, he's looking at us like, what the hell are we talking about? No.
Yeah, ladies, let's just get to the next super chat. We got
Lisa, I don't know about that one, Chief.
we got Devin Lee sends in $10. What I miss was grilling. Okay,
Grilling.
whoever this person
Meaning
is.
scolding.
Yeah, we got. My question was read wrong. Fortune teller tells your. Oh, okay. Fortune teller tells your man will go from millionaire to broke in 2 years. Will you stay or
Yes.
leave? Oh, all right.
Yes.
Stay.
I'm gonna stay.
If you
Wait,
went
wait,
from
wait.
millionaire to broke,
Millionaire to
I'm
broke.
gonna stay because
Yes.
you're telling me
Stay.
that I now know that he's going to eventually be broke. So in the back of my head, I'm gonna have a game plan for when you do be broke. So
You
now
gonna have a
I-
game plan to leave him?
No, my game plan
No,
is
it's
going
to
to have a
stay.
stash
But if
so we
that's
can
my
get you
husband,
back
why
to
would
where
I
you
leave
were.
them?
Why would I leave you?
I
I'm
like
about to
that
build
answer.
you back
All
up so you
right.
can get
Why
back
y'all
to where you
Okay,
care
were.
Romer,
about
good
money?
answer. What about who else? Y'all all gonna stay?
Because we care.
if he's going from if he's going from a millionaire to
She don't
broke,
get it.
I'm not marrying a man for money, so
I don't
that's
care
just
for
a
the
plus
money.
to
You not
me.
staying?
I don't care for the money. I
definitely
make my
not
own money.
staying.
I can
No,
care
I'm
less.
staying.
She
I'm
ain't
talking
staying.
about.
No, she definitely not staying.
She's not
Yes, the
staying.
hell I, first of all, yes, the hell I am.
You not
I don't
staying.
feel like you're staying.
she gonna leave him for a
I
gay
feel like she
man.
would stay. I know.
Wait,
She gonna leave.
I'm gonna stay. I don't care. Because if you end up broke,
Nah,
that got
she
nothing to
would
do with
stay,
me. Because
yeah.
I'm making money, so we're not gonna be broke.
Who would you give the
No,
money
We
to?
might have the best
No,
answer.
would you give the money to
Wait,
the man?
pause. Y'all in a relationship. Y'all are together. How is him going broke have nothing to do with you? Y'all are together. Y'all are
I think
partners.
it does.
Y'all live together.
Yeah, like,
What if y'all got a whole mansion and he's
He's
about to go
rich,
broke?
right? He's rich going to broke. Me, I have my own personal money. And when
Give it
that
to
day
him.
happens, my personal money becomes our personal money.
Yes.
So that means we're
Has
not gonna
that ever
end up
happened
broke.
in any of your other
It
relationships?
actually did happen.
And
It
where
actually
he at?
did happen.
Where he
It
at now?
actually did
Where he
happen.
at now?
We're not together.
Exactly, because
Where was your personal
have our
money at?
reasons.
Where
We
was your
have our
personal
reasons.
money at?
My personal money was going to my rent.
I thought you said it was going to your men.
Oh my God! I literally just it
No,
happened.
she said,
It happened at the time I was
Okay.
living with my mom. She was in a wheelchair. We ain't
Shout
have,
outs to moms.
I had no choice but the money that I was going to give it to her for rent so we can have a roof over our head.
Fair
I
enough.
had
Fair
to make
enough.
a
You don't gotta
sacrifice.
explain too much. We get it. We get it. W rumor. Okay. W rumor.
Yeah,
Okay.
W rumor. W rumor. I love rumor. Stop playing with
Okay.
her.
We got word unboxes and $5. Call me he. One more time when you read out my comments, I'm going to come be a guest on the show and give you all the smoke. Word unbox. Oh yeah, you said you're a woman. You know what? He said that. So yeah, come on the podcast because I want all the smoke. I'm coolie. What do you mean?
Let's keep the smoke.
We got. I appreciate the support though. We got Devin Leases and $10. You know I don't cuss, but dang, I'm late. What's up, fellas? And the ladies tired, yawning, and but did I miss a funny podcast? This was a good show,
This
man.
was a good
Yeah,
podcast.
it was a good
I
show.
like this. I enjoyed
I
it.
love how we
pick each other's
The
vibe.
vibes
Because
and
I explained the
everything.
rules to y'all. You know what? Because I didn't explain the rules to other women in the panel the way I did it to y'all, and I'm gonna start doing that.
No, what? If you
That's
didn't do it,
cap.
then Dan or Steve did it, or I
But
did it.
I added it.
What?
No, I added. No, what I added was don't take shit personal.
We always say that.
I do.
Yeah.
Forget, I must be tired.
And also, you was on here when we first started. I always said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my bad. My bad, chat. My bad. My bad. My
He thought
bad.
he was doing something, y'all.
I got my fault. My fault.
He thought he
My
was doing
fault.
something.
My fault. My fault. No, I wasn't saying that. Whatever. Yeah. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
We got BG sends in $2. Rumor is a good mediator. She developed a lot. Look at that, Rumor.
Rumor, give me some, Rumor.
Developed a lot. You developed.
You don't cry.
All right, so ladies, this is the time for the other podcast where if you have any questions, you can ask questions or give me your last thoughts and how'd you like it. So we're gonna start.
Go Rumor last.
Oh, you want to do Rumor last? Okay, cool. So we're gonna start over here with you. Any last questions or no?
No, I don't have any questions. This was my first experience on a podcast, and I'm happy about it. I love it so much because I wanted to start my own podcast because I just like talking a lot. But follow me on the gram 444.zooties. Okay.
Spell it.
She just did.
That's what I meant.
Oh, that.
OTIEZ. If
There
you
we
don't
go.
know how to spell zooties.
All right. And would you come back?
Hell yeah, I'll definitely come back.
Bert, we'll have you back. Well, the next episode here is going to be June 27th on a Friday. So if that fits you, I'll have my recruiter reach out to you and we can set it up again.
I'll put that right in my calendar.
All right. Say no
I'll
more.
be available.
Marissa, welcome back. Thank you for coming again.
Thanks for having me again.
Any last questions? Anything? What's on your mind?
I honestly, this goes back to I think the feminism topic as well, and I don't want to take too long because I know
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
this can go super deep, but as far as being in a relationship with somebody, I know politics are huge these days. Would you date somebody who voted for somebody different?
For us, you want us to answer?
No, then for what you voted for or who
Like
you
the opposite
voted
of
for.
what
The
you
opposite of
voted
what I
Right,
voted for.
exactly,
For this for us, for the whole panel.
For
Okay, let's-
for everybody.
Okay,
For
we'll go
everybody.
last. We'll go last.
Okay.
Let's start with you first.
Oh, I mean, I don't really look at that.
Okay, so
So,
when it comes to
yeah.
politics, so
Can I say my answer? Because me personally, I won't date somebody who doesn't have the same thoughts as me.
Political
on those,
views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. on
Okay,
that
fair
topic.
enough. So would you date a man that shared different political views than you?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I think yes and no. Mainly no, but I'm open-minded, so I like to hear what people have to say.
Okay, fair enough. What about you?
No, but because I'm in the middle and it's hard to find people that are in the middle because they either choose one side, but I am in the middle when it comes to politics. I'm not blue, I'm not red, I'm just in the middle. I see through the BS. That's
Fair
just
enough.
me.
What about you, Romer?
I'm gonna say like her. Like I just feel like we gotta have some type of same viewpoint
Yeah.
when it comes to certain things, and when it comes to political stuff, sometimes I feel like you need that same viewpoint. Cause yeah.
Okay, and what about you?
It depends on the situation, to be honest. Because we could bump heads, we can agree, we can both see the same view or not. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna just judge you because of it's just one simple thing.
So if you were dating somebody and you voted for women's rights and he voted against women's rights, would you still be okay with that?
No, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna leave him. It means more than.
Okay, so you're
relationship
saying
means more
that-
than
As long as he's treating you right.
As
So-
long as
so
he's
the
treating me right
political
and I'm
views
treating him
isn't-
right, that's all that matters.
Political views isn't anything that you would prioritize.
But what if his political views interfere with how he treats a woman?
Well, then no, I'm not gonna be with him.
That's
why
the
I
whole
said it
point.
depends on the situation. Yeah.
Okay.
But that means his viewpoints aren't the same as yours.
Depending how he treats me and goes with the situation, lets me know, should I stay or should I go?
And a question for you, Marissa, since it was yours, can you just expound on why you wouldn't date a man that had different political views than you? Why wouldn't you?
And I think that goes down to values in
Okay.
relationships.
Yeah.
As much as people don't like to think that politics has nothing to do with relationship, it certainly does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it just does for me personally. I know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
No,
But
no,
yeah,
you're fine. You're
sorry.
fine. That you said it perfect. You said it goes down to values and whoever. If you think that your political views, it won't reflect your relationships. It normally does, because if we're speaking directly here,
Yes.
the left, the liberals, the Democrats, they are feminist. So on that side, they are usually male feminists. And if there are male feminists, their ideologies between dating and relationships, they're okay with 50-50. They don't really care about the traditional things. They are okay with sexual liberation sometimes. They are okay with transgenderism. They are okay with a lot of weird things. And especially, like, you can say that some men may embody some conservative views. But then it can be like a Dwayne Wade and his kid transitions and he helps the kid transition while the kid is like young. Like, what? You have no backbone? You're not going to be there for your kid and protect your kid from themselves?
See, and that's so huge when you're having
Yeah,
kids. That's
so
huge.
it definitely has a lot to do with relationships. So then you can meet a man, have kids with that man, but then the man is so weak that he allows a child to make the rules and have the final say with their sexuality. No, you're a boy. You're a boy. You're never gonna change into a girl. You can dress like a girl, which is weird, but you'll never really be a girl. What, you want to self-mutilate and cut off your wang? Think about how weird that is. Self-mutilation to cut off your penis. It's just like if I was like, you know what? I don't like this hand no more. I'm cutting it off. Y'all gonna be like, this nigga's weird. This nigga's weird. He wants to cut off his hand. That's just like these kids out here want to cut off their wang and their parents accept it. Oh, little Billy, he feels this way, so we have to honor his feelings. No, nothing is real about feelings. Nothing is real about feelings at all. Feelings isn't real. It isn't anything in a tangible physical world. Feelings is in another dimension. So with that being said, I agree. It has everything to do with relationships and the values that you hold. Generally speaking, now, are there some, but I say that, there's a liberal out there, a guy that's Democrat, but he's leading the relationship. Yeah, there's definitely guys like that. That could be a Democrat and still have characteristic traits of traditionalism and leading the woman and being masculine and stuff like that. Yeah, that is, but in some way, they're going to be a little bit beta. Like in some way, it could be like boom, like depending on the situation, it's like, oh, everything is good. But then as one situation comes up, the chick is like, wait, you agree with that? Wait, why are you acting like that? Why do you act like that is because who he voted for. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Ease, what about you?
No, I cannot date a woman that has opposite views of me, because when it comes to raising children, there's going to be things that I won't agree with that she'll agree with. You know what I mean? So that's something I can't stand by, because I believe in God also. I'm religious also. So
I don't play with that.
I need a woman that's going to be on my program. I need a woman that's going to, follow me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a question too.
But then there are Democrats that do believe in God and stuff. They're not all atheists.
Yeah,
They're all atheists.
But because I believe in God, I don't agree with transgenderism and homosexuality, but also like a lot of the people on the left, their views and ideologies don't benefit men anyway.
They don't benefit the family.
I'd rather date someone who's independent, just because they're not on both sides, but they're still traditional.
Yeah, I'm
They can
actually
be-
independent.
I'm
Yeah, I voted
independent
independent.
myself.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
I'm
agree-
independent also, but sometimes
But I voted for Trump.
I apparently didn't vote.
I mean, there was no independent person to vote for on the thing.
Yeah, it
Like,
was no independent
Trump, and
person,
then,
but yeah, but
like-
as far as like what I'm registered as, I'm registered
I don't like
as.
both of them.
Yeah, I'm registered as
personally.
independent,
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
registered as
didn't
independent.
vote.
I
But,
personally hate both of them.
I lean mostly towards
I hate
the
Trump and I
right.
hate Kamala.
You don't like
don't-
Kamala?
I don't. I'm the. I don't.
I have no
wouldn't
faith
say,
in this world anymore.
I wouldn't say I hate her. I just.
She said she got no faith.
There should be. All politicians are weirdos.
You're honestly picking the lesser of words, like
Of the evils, the
yeah.
lesser of the evils.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who question was that? Oh, that was yours. All right. Good question.
Were you scrolling through the super chat?
Last starts.
You thought I was
No,
super chat
I'm like, dang, like who? I did for a second. This is how you know it's late.
last thoughts.
Okay, Marissa. Good question. And last thoughts. How'd you like it?
A great podcast. I mean, I love the setup.
Appreciate
I
you.
love to see how far you've come and how good you're doing.
Yo, you was
So
with us where we
congratulations.
had like, what, 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
And now you see we're
I
at
was on, like, the
310K.
third episode ever, I think.
Yeah, you're on like the third.
Which episode was that one when you did it?
Nigga, we was already like 60 episodes into something like. Nah, it was probably like.
West Side when you did it in Buffalo.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember when I came to that one?
Yeah, I don't know what episode that was. That was probably like maybe the 15th.
That was one of the beginning ones.
That was one of the beginning
Yeah,
ones. Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
the 15th, 20th episode, something like that.
It was like, what body count is too hot? I said 15.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot you were
Remember
on. Yeah, and then the chat was getting like 15. Nigga,
Yeah.
you should have said 2. Should have said 1.
Well, they said what body count is like 2 months, not like 15.
Okay. And Marissa, would you come back?
Of course.
Definitely have you back,
Word.
yo. And moving right along to you. Any last questions?
No, I don't have any last questions.
Okay. How'd you like the show? And would you come back?
I would definitely come back. I definitely like it. I just think it's very unique, and everybody's respectful. So it's cool vibes.
Cool. And I know you didn't speak as much, but you know when you come back, depending on different personalities, you could definitely speak more. And I'm
topic.
sure you know it was your first time, so if you come back, you'll kind of understand how it is and be a little bit more prepared. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Moving right along. Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. And how'd you like the podcast? And would you come back?
I liked it. I liked our little group. I felt like we was all very open-minded. I would definitely come back. I thought it was cool. Y'all are fun.
Word. I'll have you back.
You're welcome, by the way.
What, you convince her to come on?
She was the
Yeah.
friend I bought.
Oh, okay, that's a friend. All right, shout out to you. Bringing a friend. Shout out to you. And
Help my girl out, you know. For me.
any last questions?
No, but shout out to the chat. Even though y'all cooked me, I love y'all. I would definitely come back. Y'all made me feel comfortable, and y'all picked my brain. I kind of am a little bit more open-minded in certain topics now, so I appreciate that.
For sure.
Word.
Sure.
And I would definitely come back. So hit me up.
Yeah, man. You know, like when you see the clips, you know, the clips could be taken out of context sometimes.
No, y'all, the
All the
clips
time.
are
Like the
made
bad
to
guy.
benefit Cooley. They make the clips to make sure Cooley looks cool.
You know, I mean, I do be spitting facts though, so it is what it is, and I have a way of the way I speak with
And you guys
emphasis.
have a friend in me.
We got a friend in you. Shout out to that, man. You know what? You were pretty.
And shout out to Rumor for inviting me.
You were a good sport.
You were a good sport because there were times in the conversation where maybe it didn't favor your perspective, and you were able to listen, not to respond, but listen to understand, and you were like, okay, well, they're not just attacking me; they're actually saying something that it holds some validity. So, shouts out to you. And would you come back?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, word. I'll have you back. Rumor for the 87th time here
Been
on
like
the show.
4 or 5 times.
Any last questions?
No last questions. But y'all know what I'm about to do. Tap in, Pretty Girls Love Weed. I'm on season 2. Season 1 is out now, High Level Co. Follow me on Instagram, _rumor_RUMOR. Shout out to Nova Babe. Shout out to the Inner City Vixens. Y'all tap in with them too. When y'all follow me, it's all in the bio. Feel me? But yeah.
Word.
Also,
we'll
listen-
see you back, of course.
Oh, also listen to the music. It's the links in my bio, and Twitch starting in October when I get my
You
house.
shout out your IG?
Oh yeah, Galacta Asia. The guy literally told me.
They found bro. They found it, bro.
Thank you, man.
Oh
They-
yeah,
they
and
found it, bro.
Y'all tell Ease when he start his podcast, I need to be on there.
You gonna be on there?
Yeah.
You gonna be on there? Y'all could be on there if y'all want.
Bad.
We got Word Unbox is in $2. No, I'm joking. She said, good night to the podcast and Jason Derulo co-host. Talk about you, bro.
That's crazy.
I can.
You know we're both
Yo.
Haitian too. Yeah, he's from Haiti. His fam's from Haiti. My fam's from Haiti.
Y'all might be cousins on the low. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know. It.
probably. Shit.
Oh wait, guys! I do want to give a shout out to the brand that I'm wearing today. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Yo.
That's
Coughing.
crazy. That's crazy.
Coughing. It came out.
Promo.
That's crazy.
But shout out to AOA for me. Wait, yeah, AOA shirt. Aliens of Anywhere, you feel me? Tap in. Problematic Genus on Instagram, AOA, Aliens of Anywhere.
Word. Yo, chat. Thank y'all all for staying up until 2 a.m. with us and rocking with No Fugazee podcast. This podcast was dope. Tune in. I am doing no debate night this Sunday. We're probably just going to put up clips from this episode for this Sunday. But I am debating another person that was on Jubilee that also was on whatever podcast too that debated some people, Andrew Wilson. I will be debating him this Thursday. So that stream will be up shortly. You'll see it. And that's going to be another fun one, which he's going to get obliterated bad. So tune into that. Ease, you got anything? Any updates or anything, bro?
Nah, man. I just appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate y'all ladies coming on. Spread the word. And see you next time.
Peace. We out.
Bye.